this thing, the whole country is going to get blown up.
Fox's Trey Yingst also reports from Tel Aviv.
At this point, the Iranians say they've not yet agreed to attend these talks on Tuesday. And overnight, state media was saying the talks weren't even going to take place.
This after an escalation in the Strait of Hormuz that Iran calls armed piracy, vowing to retaliate to the U.S. military intercepting and overtaking an Iran-flagged cargo ship.
U.S. Central Command says that the cargo ship tried to evade the U.S. blockade. The destroyer repeated warnings to the cargo ship for 6 hours before blowing a hole in the ship's engine room. Marines then boarding that ship by helicopter in what is the first interception since the U.S. began its naval blockade of the Strait last week.
Fox's Alex Hogan. That blockade is only on ships to and from Iran's ports. Now, Iran is blocking all other shipping in the Strait as a result. Oil prices have been rising again more than 5%. Stock futures have been falling on Wall Street. They are mourning and in shock in Shreveport, Louisiana, the day after a man went on a shooting spree targeting kids, murdering 8. 7 of them were his own children.
2 other people, the mother and another woman, were also wounded and are in critical condition. The suspect died after a police pursuit and is being identified as Shamar Elkins. Investigators did not say what started the violence, but are confident it was a domestic incident.
Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer. Fear may be subsiding in northern Japan after a powerful earthquake off the coast triggered a tsunami warning with up to 10-foot waves possible, but the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center now says the threat has passed. Waves of 2 to 3 feet were reported. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Heading for a high of 74. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 6:08. 48 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Galena, 48 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. And on your smart speaker, News Talk, KZRG. A man from Exeter found guilty Thursday of killing a Berry County woman in 2024.
Aaron Malone of Exeter, Missouri, was found guilty of first-degree murder, abandonment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and armed criminal action in the death of Aspen Lewis. In late November 2024, deputies responded to a call at a home about Lewis's disappearance. They say it was Malone who reported her missing. They saw bloodstains in the driveway and on his truck. Malone even led the sheriff to her body, which was on a rural road. Sentencing is set for June 9. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
At about 6:30 Saturday morning, the Vernon County Swiftwater Rescue Team rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were left clinging to a tree for about an hour. Now, the subjects were located northwest of Stottsbury in Vernon County. Both individuals were evaluated on the scene by Vernon County Ambulance District personnel and did not require further medical transport. According to a Facebook post, the 2 did not drive into water, but rather had a vehicle break down, and the waters rose around them. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. More details on the harrowing incident at newstalkkzrg.com.
Kansas City taking the first step in building a new Royals baseball stadium. Mayor Quentin Lucas says the city manager and others will now start negotiating a lease.
I think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
KMBC TV reports the new stadium's projected cost is just under $2 billion. The city's contribution would be $6 million. The team, the county, and the state would also contribute to the project. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. 48, it is now going on 6:05. News Talk, KZRG.
The ID is complete on a body of a man found dead in a fire in McDonald County. The body of 65-year-old Robert Graham was found on the floor of his home in rural Stella. His cause of death now under investigation. Also, the state fire marshal is charged with investigating the cause of the fire, which was reported to first responders at around 8 on Thursday morning.
It's almost time for Joplin's Spring Cleaning Day. Everyone is inviting to help Joplin make a great first impression. Aaron Slifka, Vice President of Communications at the Joplin Chamber of Commerce, tells News Talk KZRG.
The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce would like to invite the community out to join us in a spring cleanup. in various areas of the community. We will be meeting at Joplin City Hall at 9:30 a.m. On Friday, May 1st. Then from there, we'll go to different areas of our community to pick up trash and debris.
Slifka says this is the first year for the event. She says to sign up, go to joplincc.com and check out the events calendar. Now with sports, here's Ted on News Talk KZRG.
The Cardinals won their first straight game with a 7-5 win in 10 innings over the Astros to complete the 3-game sweep. You can tune into the Cardinals all season long on our sister station AM 1230 The Talker. The Royals were swept by the Yankees following a 7-yacht loss on Sunday. It's the 7th straight loss for KC. In D2 baseball, MSSU finished off the sweep of Missouri Western State in the final home series of the series with a 12-11 win. In D2 softball, MSSU split 2 games with Central Missouri on Friday and swept Rogers State on Saturday in a doubleheader to improve to 39-7 for the season. PSU improved to 43-2 after sweeping Northeastern State in a doubleheader on Friday, and UCM in a twin ball on Saturday. In prep baseball, on Saturday, Harbor 8, Joplin 3, Carthage 6, Springfield Catholic 0, and Lee's Summit West against Carthage 6-2. With sports, I'm Ted Bojorquez on News Talk KZRG.
Your news is service to Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Next news at 6:30. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunny and dry, temperatures mild through midweek. 74 today, 72 tomorrow, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Find out how to brand your business and grow your bottom line with the Zimmer Marketing Brand Camp Workshop, Tuesday, April 21st. Catered by Rockin' W Barbecue. For details, visit zimmermarketing.com today. Zimmer Marketing, it just works.
No rain showing up on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. It's 48 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh, 48 in Baxter Springs, 48 in Joplin. News Talk, KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time now, 6:08.
If you run a small trailer, you know how it goes. It's rarely some big dramatic breakdown. It's the little stuff that adds up. A light goes out, brakes start getting soft, a bearing makes a noise, and sure, you could deal with it later, but later turns into lost time, missed jobs, and old equipment that's limping along. That's the gap Bennett's Truck and Trailer fills. Bennett's is a Dexter authorized dealer and your go-to source for Dexter parts, and they take your small trailer problems as seriously as you do, because those small problems aren't small for you. They're how you get the job done. From wiring and lights to brakes, hubs, and hard-to-find parts, Bennett's Truck and Trailer has exactly what you need to get it fixed and get you back on schedule fast. No waiting, no guessing, no trying to fix it yourself. Just dependable help when you need it. Done right the first time. That's the Bennett way. Roll into Bennett's Truck and Trailer shop on Thunder Road in Denneweg or find them online at bennettstrucktrailer.com. Bennett's Truck and Trailer. Maintenance done better the Bennett way.
Just one late night cookie.
A midnight snack for you? Harmless. But termites, they believe in the 24/7 snack. They never stop eating. Not at midnight, not in the morning, not while you're at work. And by the time you notice them, termites have likely already been there for months.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bugaway Pest Control. We are the area's experts on termites. Protect your biggest asset with a call to Bugaway Pest Control before those 24/7 snackers eat you out of house and home.
We're the only pest control company in the area to offer Centricon, the #1 brand in termite protection.
We also now offer financing. And of course, it comes with Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee.
Remember, if you don't see our logo, it's a no-go.
Make sure your home or business is protected and get started on a termite inspection today at bugawaypc.com.
We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Bugaway Pest Control.
This is a test. This station is conducting a weekly test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test. This has been a weekly test of the emergency alert system. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by an official warning or alert information. This station serves the tri-state area. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
Now, this 25th anniversary of 9/11, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation remains committed to honoring the heroes shaped by that day. Heroes like NYPD Detective Victor Vargas, a U.S. Air Force veteran who died from pancreatic cancer after serving in the World Trade Center recovery efforts. Tunnel to Towers honored Detective Vargas by paying off the family's mortgage. You can donate $11 a month, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Progressive presents Heroes That Keep Truckers Going. Today's hero, the Rest Up Bathroom Custodian. Is there toilet paper? No. Paper towels? No. Clean stalls? Also no. But the soap dispenser is full, and that counts for something. Thanks, hero. Know what else keeps truckers going? Progressive's expanded cargo protection through their enhanced Cargo Plus coverage. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. Not available in California.
You're listening to News Talk KZRG 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. From Studio 1Z. With the latest news, commentary, and weather. It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
6:12 is the KZRG News Time Monday morning.
It's Monday already?
It's Monday already.
Geez.
I know, Steve. When you spend all of Sunday as a hangover day, the weekend tends to fly by pretty quickly, doesn't
You
it?
forgot Saturday is a hangover day, too.
Oh, you were doing a double hangover day, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even drink. It was just hanging over.
It was hangover day, Saturday morning, then a little bit of the hair off the dog that bit you, which led to a hangover day on Sunday. Is that right?
Sure, anything you say.
Something along those lines. Now, last week on Friday night, we had a little bout of severe weather. News Talk KZRG, we were here covering it. We had you back. News Talk KZRG's Ty Albright, Terry Smith, Jeff Marr, Jeff Eno, they were all in-house. They were all monitoring it and watching it very closely. We're good to go today. Is that right, Steve?
Not only are we good to go today, we're good to go most of this week, in fact. We've got some nice, much calmer weather for today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday is when we might start getting a little bit of a change of action. They're thinking more like Thursday night at this point. But today it's going to be sunny with the high of 74 tonight. Mostly clear down to 53. Mostly sunny, 72 tomorrow. And then partly cloudy, 55 tomorrow night. 73 on Wednesday with partly sunny. And then partly cloudy, 61 on Wednesday night. Thursday, mostly cloudy. Here comes that word, breezy, with a high of 77 and a chance of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday night with mostly cloudy with the overnight low down to 59. Now, it's still too far out to say for sure, but there is a possibility we might get some severe weather on Thursday night. Maybe.
And if we do, News Talk KZRG, we will be there for you, just like we were on Friday, just like we were Wednesday?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday last week.
All of last week. We will be there for you
week.
again. If severe weather breaks out on Thursday, we'll know as we get a little bit closer. Yes, we will. KZRG News Time, 6:15. Well, this is a pretty wild story here. An ICE agent is facing felony charges in Minnesota after prosecutors said he pointed a gun at two people during a highway confrontation. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty announced these charges last week against ICE agent Gregory Donald Morgan Jr. He's got 4 names. That's a big name there.
Yeah.
Now, this happened after Morgan allegedly, innocent until proven guilty, quote, sped up, pulled alongside the vehicle, matched its speed, opened his window, and pointed his duty weapon directly at both victims, end quote. That according to the criminal complaint. So he didn't pull them over. He just fast and furioused them, pulled up alongside them and pointed their gun at them while going, I mean, if you're on the highway, which is where this took place, assumably 60 to 70 miles an hour.
Interesting.
That is interesting. That I've never seen a police handbook that said that that's how you should be handling those, personally.
Yeah.
Usually they say, just ram the back of them over and over. No, I'm just kidding. They don't
or shoot one of those claw things that pulls it with the wire straight.
Those things are pretty cool.
They are.
Yeah. Now, investigators say that this ICE agent was not responding to an emergency at the time. In fact, he told authorities that he was heading back to their federal building, their little checkpoint there, their headquarters, to end his shift and gas up the vehicle. He was going home for the day. But then he said that he feared for his safety when this car cut him off. Apparently, he yelled, "Police, stop," and believed the individuals were agitators who cut him off because he was a federal agent.
Now, would people in Minnesota do that, Minneapolis? I mean, would they really do things like protest and carry a gun in their back belt clip?
No.
And then get in front of them and then drive a vehicle towards them when they're standing there? They wouldn't do that, would they?
No, Steve, you're talking crazy. You're talking crazy. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say this is ridiculous, the way this is going on. I'm waiting for the federal government now to step in and charge the prosecutor with interfering with legal federal matters.
Yeah.
And put her on trial.
Right, exactly. Now, I would agree, Steve. To be fair to the ICE agent, especially in Minnesota, there has been so much anti-ICE rhetoric and there's been so much active effort to physically harm ICE agents or at least bamboozle and confuse them into doing something silly. So that way they can catch it online and blast them and jeopardize their living and all that good stuff. So I could see how this agent was pretty primed and on edge, especially after a full shift. He was coming off a shift, so he was probably already exhausted.
And not only that, when are the feds going to go after the mayor and the governor for agitating people and getting them fired up to go after the feds?
Sure, there's that as well.
Why not?
There's that as well. Now, devil's advocate here.
You're a devil?
I know, a handsome devil, let me tell you, Steve.
Oh, no. I'm so close to hitting that disclaimer.
If you don't want me to spike the ball, don't set me up,
All right,
buddy.
go ahead.
I don't know what to tell you. Now, a devil's advocate here. If this took place on the highway, which apparently it did, have you ever, in your life, rolled down a window while driving at speed on a highway and yell out the window? I have. Many times. You're not hearing anything. So if he's driving on the highway and he's yelling, "Police, stop," and people are saying, "Well, he said he's the police and he told them to stop," nobody's hearing that. If you're going 70 miles an hour, you're not hearing what's getting shouted at you.
What they're hearing is...
along with... something. Yeah. You're not hearing anything.
Unless somebody has a car with a strong stereo turned up going boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. The other thing is apparently he was in an unmarked vehicle. It wasn't a cop car. It was a rental car, which ICE agents have been known to be using.
That's true.
Which I don't disagree with. And the reason why is because when the Minnesota protesters see ICE or police or whatever, they just start throwing rocks and soda cans and soup cans at it or something.
Yeah.
So to maintain a low profile, they're in unmarked vehicles. On top of that, the other interesting thing, again, pulling up beside them, rolling down the window and pointing a gun at them.
Yeah.
I will say, as an American, if I see a car charging me on the highway that is not marked police at all, and suddenly they run up next to me, roll down the window and point their gun at me, I would have careened into the side of them. I don't know if it's a cop. I'm driving on the highway 70 miles an hour. I'm not looking at his vest while he's in his car through my closed window, through his open window. There's no way I'm doing that. All I'm looking at is someone pointing a gun at me. I would assume I'm getting robbed on the highway, which, by the way, is not actually uncommon.
Or road rage.
How many road rage incidences do you hear? So, while, yes, I think that this ICE agent undoubtedly had a lot of reason to suspect that perhaps these people were agitators, cutting him off, all that good stuff. I really do sympathize with the civilian drivers in this instant. Because, again, unmarked vehicle, the guy's yelling out the window while going at speed on the highway. I mean, come on. You're not hearing that. It's just not. That's unreasonable.
That's very unreasonable. Unless he had a loud bullhorn, but it's a rented vehicle, so I doubt if he had that.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, he just pulls up next to them and pulls out a gun. That doesn't seem like standard operating procedure. Now, should we throw the book at this agent? Perhaps not. But I definitely don't think that this should be, accepted behavior, personally.
Well, maybe instead of a gun, he should have thrown a book through the open window at him. Well, you keep hearing
Steve.
law enforcement throw a book at the people.
Listen, he's not a library cop. He's a regular cop. The library cops, they have the books they throw at people.
All right.
Come on. So anyway, what are your thoughts, though? We want to know. Leave us an open mic message or text us at 417-782-1310.
I think the feds need to start taking action against these state officials that think that they have superiority over federal law enforcement. I really do. I think it needs to come down to a point where interfering with the federal law enforcement officers should be charged against even this prosecutor.
Sure.
And do that. Get them arrested. Get them onto it.
Sure. Do you think that goes against the conservative tenet of states' rights over federal rights?
I think sometimes that some of the people are chicken to do it. But I think now, since she's taken the first step and is prosecuting an ICE agent, I think they need to step it up and just
So you think now that conservatives are in charge, now the federal you think it's okay to trump the states' rights? And now, if roles were reversed, if Biden was in the White House, wouldn't we be advocating for states' rights?
Unfortunately, states do not have rights to enforce the border officially, but the feds have the enforcement for immigration, and that's what this is. She's overstepping her bounds because this is a federal law enforcement operation for illegal immigration, which the state does not have anything to do with that. That's all federal superiority.
Right. Interesting. Very good point. KZRG News Time, 6:21.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk, KZRG.
Number 3.
Hundreds of commercial tankers are now stranded on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the UK, Iranian gunboats opened fire on a tanker from India over the weekend. This as the international waterways remain contested.
Number 2.
An Oklahoma high school principal stopped a 20-year-old would-be school shooter armed with a pistol in the lobby of their campus. 60-year-old Kirk Moore tackled the suspect, wrestled the gun away, and held him down until police arrived. During the altercation, Moore was shot in the leg but still fought to defend the campus. Principal Moore was crowned prom king. Wow. By the students.
Number 1.
Following severe weather last week, News Talk KZRG was covering the Verne County Swift Water Rescue Team rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were clinging to a tree for roughly an hour.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on those 11 missing and or dead scientists that are tied to either U.S. nuclear space research or in at least one instance anti-gravity research? We want to know your thinking on this issue. Text us at 417-782-1310 or hit us up on our Facebook page. Larry on Facebook said, has anyone seen Hillary lately? Asking for a friend.
Has Bill?
Uh-oh. We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page or leave us an open mic message. Coming up, what's going on with your money on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Girl Chris.
Hey, girl Chris. Leisha Patterson Holden, hello.
Hey, Alicia. We have Chase. Good morning to you. I hope everyone's doing well.
By 44 and exit 22. So stop planning and start going.
Cola RV. Family owned, family trusted. Your journey starts here.
I never thought of myself as the type to settle down. Never knew where the team's next lunch was coming from. But then I met you, Easy Cater.
Workplaces everywhere are saying, I do want delicious food at work. And they're ordering from beloved restaurants with Easy Cater.
You were reliable. You had great options for every budget, even when marketing ops did keto again. We got through that together. With you, it's just so easy. Easy Cater, will you keep showing up at my workplace forever?
Find love at first lunch. Order at easycater.com.
Get ready for the ultimate country music getaway. Country superstar Riley Green is performing live along with Chris Young, Lauren Elena, and Randy Houser on the second voyage of the Top Shelf Country Cruise. Sailing March 2027 aboard the Celebrity Summit, departing in Tampa with stops in Key West, Bimini, and Cozumel. Enjoy 7 days of entertainment brought to you by Signature Cruise Experiences. Open booking is finally here, so go to TopShelfCountryCruise.com now to book your cabin.
Hey camper, can't seem to sell a cup of hot cocoa to an Eskimo? Your marketing missing the target? Well, maybe consumers shouldn't have a target on their back. Maybe they're your friends or future customers. They want to be talked to, not targeted or stalked. Oh, sure, you say sounds swell and all, but what do we talk about? Well, how about them? How's the weather? How's their little kiddos? What's the story, Morning Glory? Advertising will be a company's first intro to the customer. So treat them like they just walked in the door. Give a big old smile, invite them in for a cup of coffee, and then maybe offer them some ideas to help their life. You're not going to sell them every time, but you always make a friend, and friends always talk to friends. So don't be lollygagging. Snag your spot at Brand Camp and learn a whole new way of attracting and keeping customers. Chuck Mefford for better marketing, and I hope I shed some light on it for you.
Join Zimmer Marketing for Brand Camp April 21st at the main event in downtown Joplin with a free lunch by Rockin' W Barbecue. Reserve your spot at ZimmerMarketing.com.
Your independence matters, and the right support can help you remain in the comfort of your own home. At the Independent Living Center, we believe independent living is more than a service, it's a philosophy. It's a belief that people with disabilities are the experts in their own lives and deserve choice, dignity, and control. This is where our agency-directed services can help.
Hi, I'm James Harrison, the Director of Agency-Directed Services at the Independent Living Center. With ADS, we provide trained care attendants who help with everyday tasks right in your own home. From housekeeping and meal preparation to laundry and essential shopping, we are here to make your daily life easier and more manageable. No matter what the needs are, our mission is to support your independence and honor your choices every step of the way. Call us at 417-659-8086 or visit iocenter.org to learn more about agency-directed services.
Because independence starts with the right support. The Independent Living Center. Home is where the heart is. We'll help you stay there.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. Energy Secretary Chris Wright said on CNN that gas prices may not drop below $3 a gallon until next year as the U.S.-Iran war continues to wreak havoc on energy markets. AAA data says since the war began, gas prices have soared to $4.04 per gallon on average. Artificial intelligence startup Cursor is in talks to raise a $2 billion fundraising round at an over $50 billion valuation, which does not include the investment. CNBC reports that Andreessen Horowitz is slated to co-lead the new investment round, in which NVIDIA and Thrive Capital are also expected to participate. Amazon's planned 20% reduction in USPS volume is shifting the economics of package delivery. The change leaves fewer shipments to absorb the Postal Service's fixed costs, while the USPS is seeking more surcharges and a hike in the cost of a first-class postage stamp. Logistics experts say the change will likely result in slower service at first and higher costs to follow. Futures are moderately lower. That's Your Money Now.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, it's Mark Levin with The Mark Levin Show. Be sure to tune in every weekday from 5 to 8 on FM 102.9, 105.9, and AM 1310. News Talk KZRG.
At 6:30, I'm Steve Scott.
And I'm Ted Bojorquez.
Here's what's trending on News Talk, KZRG. Will Iran show up for peace talks? 8 kids shot dead in Louisiana.
U.S. Embassy personnel in Mexico dead.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG, we're heading for a high of 74. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that will be at 6:38. Sun is on the rise. It's 46 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh. It is 48 in Galena, 48 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. U.S. begins a new round of negotiations with Iran in hopes of ending their nuclear ambitions once and for all.
A U.S. delegation will once again head to Pakistan for more negotiations with Iran. President Trump is pushing toward a deal threatening to destroy power plants and bridges throughout the country if they fail to agree. Energy Secretary Chris Wright on Fox News Sunday shared what he believes is the goal.
A successful outcome is the threat of nuclear-armed Iran is over. The Straits of Hormuz are open. Commerce and peace returns to the region.
President Trump has accused Iran of firing on ships trying to get through the Strait of Hormuz, a violation of the ceasefire terms. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Police say a gunman in Louisiana killed 8 children on Sunday, including 7 of his own. Ashley Strohmeyer reports.
The victims range from ages 1 to 12. 2 other people, the mother and another woman, were also wounded and are in critical condition. The suspect died after a police pursuit and is being identified as Shamar Elkins. Investigators did not say what started the violence, but are confident it was a domestic incident. This is one of the nation's deadliest mass shootings in more than 2 years.
Investigators say that Elkins fled the scene, carjacked a vehicle, and led officers on a chase. Elkins was then shot and killed by police. No officers were injured.
2 U.S. Embassy personnel in Mexico have been killed.
U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ronald Johnson making the announcement on X Sunday, saying we are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of 2 U.S. Embassy personnel, the director of Chihuahua State Investigation Agency, and an AEI officer. Mexican authorities announced Sunday that multiple officers, including U.S. Embassy personnel, died after returning from a major weekend operation to dismantle clandestine drug labs in Morelos. The Attorney General of State said those killed were carrying out the operation April 17th and 18th, following a 3-month investigation dismantling 6 large-scale synthetic drug production sites. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
It is 48 with the sun rising, 6:33 News Talk, KZRG.
A man from Exeter was found guilty Thursday of killing a Berry County woman in 2024.
Aaron Malone of Exeter, Missouri, was found guilty of first-degree murder, abandonment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and armed criminal action in the death of Aspen Lewis. In late November 2024, deputies responded to a call at a home about Lewis's disappearance. They say it was Malone who reported her missing. They saw bloodstains in the driveway and on his truck. Malone even led the sheriff to her body, which was on a rural road. Sentencing is set for June 9. Steve Smith, News Talk, KZRG.
The identification complete on the body of a man found dead in a fire in McDonald County. The body, 65-year-old Robert Graham, was found on the floor of his home in rural Stella. His cause of death is now under investigation. Also, the state fire marshal charged with investigating the cause of the fire, which was reported to first responders around 8 on Thursday morning. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sun is on the rise. It's 48. It's now going on 6:35. News Talk, KZRG.
Kansas City is taking the first step in building a new Royals baseball stadium. Mayor Quentin Lucas says the city manager and others will now start negotiation of a lease.
I think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
Reports indicate the new stadium's projected cost is just under $2 billion. The city's contribution would be $6 million. The team, county, and the state would also contribute to the project.
A sequel scores a three-peat at the box office.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie is still orbiting at number one at the box office, blasting past the competition in its third weekend with another $35 million.
Your king has returned!
The hit film has officially gone full superstar, already this year's biggest movie with $355 million domestically and $747.5 million worldwide, and is speeding towards the $1 billion galaxy at warp speed. Project Hail Mary stayed in second place, only dropping 15% in its fifth weekend, pulling in $20.5 million. And Lee Cronin's The Mummy wraps up third place as it debuts with $13.5 million. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals won their fifth straight game with a 7-5 win in 10 innings over the Astros to complete a 3-game sweep on Sunday. Mason Wynn doubled down the line to clear the bases in the 10th. St. Louis is back in action today, kicking off a 3-game road series with Miami at 5:40 this evening. You can hear that game on our sister station AM 1230 The Talker. The Royals were swept by the Yankees following a 7-0 loss on Sunday. It's a 7th straight loss for KC. Kansas City returns home for 3 games against Baltimore with the opener set for tonight at 6:40. In D2 baseball, MSSU finished off the sweep of Missouri Western State in the final home series of the series with a 12-11 win yesterday. In D2 softball, MSSU split 2 games with Central Missouri on Friday and swept Rogers State on Saturday in a doubleheader to improve to 39-7 on the season. PSU improved to 43-2 after sweeping Northeastern State in a doubleheader on Friday and UCM in a twin bill on Saturday. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, a service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news, 7 o'clock, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. 48 in Neosho. 43 in Pittsburgh. It's 48 in Galena, 48 in Joplin. News Talk, KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 6:38.
As many of our livestock producers know, black vultures are becoming more of a problem across Missouri. I'm Chris Chin, director of the Missouri Department of Agriculture. There are ways you can protect your livestock from troublesome black vultures. Vultures like to hang out in easy roosting areas, such as dead trees and old barns. Remove any dead trees or unused barns that are near your livestock. Another strategy is to keep birthing animals close to human activity for a quicker response to problems. If black
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hi, Doc. The Doc dance.
Hey, Doc. All right, Lucas was salty at me because I didn't look at his memes that he sent over the week. Oh my God!
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
Weekend and not a single response.
It was the weekend.
If you think that's bad, I asked him a question in an email 6 weeks ago, and I still have not gotten a reply yet.
I'm still thinking about it.
He hasn't read it.
No. So it says on your resume you spent the last 5 years.
He deleted it as soon as he got it. Steve, I'm not reading this.
I'm itching to do it again.
Yeah, please resend.
All right, what else you got here?
The last one's my favorite. It's the one I told you that it was going to be.
What movie is this?
Which one? Oh, that's The Rock.
This is The Rock?
Yeah, dude. That doesn't have any of the lead characters in it, and that scene's incredible. Watch that real quick. It's not even long.
By the way, the Beast has been tamed for good. He retired from wrestling after his loss in WrestleMania.
Lesnar did?
Yeah.
Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, that one.
This is exactly what you're talking about. Did you make this?
No, they just came up with it. It was like
Oh,
yesterday
my God,
or whatever. I was like, dude, I would have had a viral tweet.
Dude, so close. I had that moment too with when the whole nihilist penguin meme was popping off. I was like watching all the memes come out, and I go, I'm surprised there's not a Fight Club at it yet, because Edward Norton's character, his like spirit animal is a penguin, and I was like, I'm shocked that like nobody's connected those two because it makes sense.
Yep.
And then like a week later, we got the Fight Club nihilist penguin edit with Werner Herzog. And I went, I should have just done it. I should have just dusted off the old Adobe Premiere and just rolled up my sleeves and participated and contributed to the meme culture. But I chose not to, like a fool.
On East 32nd Street in Joplin.
But now we'll be exactly where you need us in Carthage too, at 2337 Bear Lawn Drive.
Call and schedule an appointment at Carthage Family Dental today.
Or find more information at FamilyDentalofCarthage.com.
Where did you get that smile? Joplin Family Dental.
If it makes the establishment nervous, we're talking about it. Hi, this is Vince Colonnese. Join me tonight at 8, right after Mark Levin on News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
Well, it's going to be nice for the next few days. We've got sunshine today with a high of 74. Wind chill values as low as 47 early. Winds are going to be out of the southwest, gusting as high as 23 miles per hour for today. Tonight, mostly clear, low down to around 53, gusting south winds as high as 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 74, or make that 72 for tomorrow, and gusts as high as 29 miles per hour out of the southwest. Partly cloudy tomorrow night with the overnight low down to 55. Partly sunny on Wednesday, 73 for the high on Wednesday. Then it's going to be breezy on Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high near 77. Chance of showers and thunderstorms happening starting on Thursday night and on Friday.
Well, Friday night, there was some touch and go weather. News Talk KZRG. We were here in the 24-hour storm center covering it live for you, as we always do. And following that bout of severe weather, Saturday morning at around 6:30, the Vernon County Swiftwater Rescue Team rescued 2 people who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were clinging to a tree for nearly an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, that's no bueno, as the kids say. Now, the subjects, these individuals, the victims, they were located northwest of Stottsbury in Vernon County, which is north of Fort Scott, that sort of area. Both individuals, they were evaluated on the scene by local ambulance, and ultimately they were fine. They didn't require medical transport, i.e. they didn't require a $25,000 bill a pop, so they let them walk away without that debt. Awesome. Good for them. Now, here's the crazy thing. Now, at this point, this is where I remind you, turn around, don't drown.
They didn't need to turn around, though. They couldn't.
But that wasn't their situation, as
No.
Steve alludes. No. According to reports, what happened to them is they didn't drive into water, but rather their vehicle broke down, and then floodwater rose around them, which at this point, normally I would say it can happen in a flash flooding, for instance.
That's right.
You can never see it coming. It can be a moment's notice. But these guys had a little bit more of a heads up.
They were watching it rise.
Apparently, their vehicle broke down, and then they fell asleep.
Oh, boy. So
After after the bout of severe weather and all the flash flood warnings, homies decided to take a little nap.
Well, see,
and when they woke up, they noticed all the flood water around them.
the sound of rain can do that. It can make you fall asleep.
I think it was that, and they also were playing lullabies, and they were sipping warm milk as well, from what I understand.
Well, it would be warm because they didn't have any power to refrigerate it.
Exactly. So anyway, now again, thankfully, no injuries were reported.
So, hold on.
They got out of their car.
No, how long were they there for?
I don't know. That's
like,
where
did they break down in the rain, and then they're like, you know what, we're just gonna chill here. They fell asleep, and it flooded after, or were they bums? The car was broken down. It wasn't actually broken down. It was just stranded there. They were sleeping in the car for
quote
like
unquote
16 hours or like methed out or something like that. And then
I would not go as far to venture there.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long were they there for?
There's
like,
a lot of
maybe
questions.
There's no meth. Maybe there was. Maybe there's liquor involved. Maybe there wasn't.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no money involved and they were actually stranded there.
A lot of speculation, a lot of questions. But the
normal thing would be hopefully that they were driving in the rain, their car broke down, and they're like, well, I'm not walking anywhere, so we'll just sleep, wait till the rain stops. And
Possibly.
Then they woke up and
News.KZRG, we're going to find out these details.
I want to know, because this is a strange story. Like,
very bizarre.
At first, when
indeed.
you're reading it, I was like, all right, this is just your... And then you're like,
what?
They fell asleep.
What are they doing taking a
Did
nap
they have,
there?
Like, sleep aids, or what's going on here?
Yeah.
No-dos?
So this is a
Take some
good
of that.
time to remind you, if there is severe weather, like we had, say, on Friday night, and then there's a possibility of major flooding or flash flooding like we had, say, on Friday night.
There was even a flood watch in effect.
And
Friday
then let's
night.
say the very next morning your car breaks down. Don't take a nap.
I assume there's nothing, like, sinister or foul involved, because you would have figured they would have got tested, right, after getting rescued or whatever?
Not necessarily.
You don't think
not
so?
necessarily.
No, I mean, because if it's not the police doing it, what is the West?
So who rescued them?
The Stillwater Rescue. Or Swiftwater Rescue
I don't know
Team.
how that, like, what the procedures
That
work
includes
or
the Vernon
whatnot.
County Rural Fire Department, the Compton Junction Fire Department, Bernal Fire Department, and the Milo Fire Department.
I mean, like, say
as well as Nevada
fire
and-
department shows up to your house and it burnt down, would they investigate you as the cause of it and see if, like, you're high or whatnot?
I'm not sure. We'll have to ask Dustin Luno, the Joplin Fire Department, if they do drug testing. They, the fire department, or if that's a PD
Or if
thing.
you-
My guess
I'm sure
would
you
be
would
PD.
have to submit to it.
Well, of course, yeah.
And if you didn't, though, but...
Right.
they'd
My
probably
guess would
arrest
be
you.
PD. Okay, so here's a couple of other helpful floodwater reminders for you. Number one, of course, they can be very dangerous, even in areas that do not normally experience flooding. Those can be even the most dangerous because nobody's expecting it and there's not a lot of infrastructure to combat it. Number two, just 6 inches of moving water can knock a human off their feet. Doesn't matter how much you weight lift, doesn't matter how much you Chad Max. 6 inches, you're done. You're getting swept away. Period. Full stop. And it only takes about 1 foot of water to sweep away a vehicle. Yes, your giant Hummer. Yes, your Ford Raptor. Yes, your lifted pickup truck. Yeah.
More than
That's getting
likely,
swept away in a
though-
foot. Period.
More than likely your Toyota Corolla, though.
Very. And if you have one of those little dinky little smart cars in the cities,
Yeah, those
then you're
half
done.
cars.
Yeah, 6 inches get to knock
Yeah.
that sucker down.
A slight misting.
Yeah. By the way, here's a little fun fact for you. You know those little smart cars that we're talking about? They're tiny little. They look like golf carts.
Like Steve Urkel's car back in
Precisely,
Flaming
yeah. So in the country, they have...
They call them smart cars for some reason.
Mm-hmm. In the country, they have cow tipping, where you take a sleeping cow and tip it over. In the city,
Smart
they have
car tipping.
They have smart car tipping, where instead of tipping it over, they lift the front of it and tip it up, so the hood of the car is pointed straight up towards the sky.
I bet it's nervous driving in a slight breeze in one of those.
Yeah. So anyway, more details at news.kzrg.com. And as you heard us speculate and question here, we're going to be finding out more of those sleeping
Yeah, I want to know
details.
the details on this.
And we're going to be looking into that. All right, shifting gears here, but keeping it local. Something very sad, unfortunately. There was a shooting in Grove, Oklahoma. It happened just before 8 Friday morning. Grove police responded to reports of a disturbance on Apple Drive in the city. And when they got there, they found a man suffering from a gunshot wound. Now, that individual was later ID'd as 33-year-old Robin Quinn Sharp, who unfortunately later died from that wound. Now, the suspect, they have one in custody, 31-year-old Terry Joe Hicks of Grove. He's being held in the Delaware County Jail. The FBI and Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation are now leading this investigation because this crime took place between 2 individuals with Native American backgrounds. So, of course, now we're venturing into tribal law, which is slightly different than state or federal law, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Or can be.
Or can be, exactly. So that's what's going on there. There was that shooting. It does happen in the 4 states area, unfortunately. And thank goodness for the boys and gals in blue who help mitigate it and try and solve it if and when it happens. So we'll have more details for you on that shooting as it becomes available. KZRG News Time, 6:50.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hundreds of commercial tankers now stranded on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the UK, Iranian gunboats opened fire on a tanker from India over the weekend. This as the international waterway remains contested.
Number 2.
An Oklahoma high school principal stopped a 20-year-old would-be school shooter armed with a pistol in the lobby of their campus. 60-year-old Kirk Moore tackled the suspect, wrestled the gun away, and held him down until police arrived. During the altercation, Moore was shot in the leg but still fought to defend the campus. Principal Moore was honored on Saturday night. He was crowned prom king by the students.
That's a legitimate hero right there.
Oh, and they even played a song called Hero to dedicate it to him.
Number 1.
Following severe weather last week, the News Talk KZRG was covering. The Vernon County Swiftwater Rescue Team rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were clinging to a tree for roughly an hour.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on those 11 missing and or dead scientists that are tied to U.S. nuclear and space research?
2 options.
Okay.
One, they are all Chinese or Iranian, some sort of terrorists that were let in during the Biden regime.
The scientists are terrorists?
Remember the ones that were doing the fungal stuff? Well, these are the ones that are messing with nuclear stuff.
Okay.
Or there's something crazy going on, and buckle up.
I think it's the second one.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? Leave us an open mic message on the KZRG app or text us at 417-782-1310. Coming up, Sean Hannity's Morning Minute on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
If you're looking to build your barn-dominium, house, or your dream garage, we need to talk. It's very important to us at Settler Structures that you're informed, educated, and avoid mistakes. That's why we take the time to understand you, your wants and needs, and can design the perfect custom space you deserve. We'd love to be your building partner, but even if you have a builder, let's visit just to make sure you're started on the right path. Learn more at settlerstructures.com. 417-SETTLER.
Dr. Collins and Associates are Missouri.
Good morning, everyone.
Your smile tells your story. It shows your confidence.
Did you watch that other one I sent you from Twister?
Hold on. Real Chris, how are you guys? I've been making to-do lists for around the house and landscaping plans. Just need some earth-moving equipment.
Get my dirt delivered today.
Are you?
Yep.
Girl Chris says she needs to get some earth-moving equipment, so maybe you can get dirt from her.
Well, maybe.
Where'd you get? Oh, for your planter, though, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm getting.
Can't you just go to Hinkle's and just grab like the big things?
It's cheaper to get in bulk.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't seem make
I'm
sense.
paying $285 for I think 3 tons of dirt and a ton of compost. Whereas if I bought that in bags, it'd be like $500. It's stupid how expensive stuff is.
Yeah. Good morning, Isaac. Good morning, Doc.
But oh, I forgot to show you.
Oh my God! This whole farmer wants a wife thing.
Effective. The shotgun.
Oh my God! How many shells is that?
That was I think 40.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I went through 3 different targets, so this is probably about 10.
That's crazy.
I told the guy, I go, dude, I got to burn through like 100 shells of 1350 FPS, which is like some of the most like high speed 12 gauge rounds because that's how you break that shotgun in. And I go, I'm gonna rip that cardboard up, man. I go, I feel bad. He goes, don't worry about it. Like, he goes, just aim center mass. Don't aim like on the edges or whatever, so that way it'll still hold like that. You can still hang paper in front of it or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. And I went to work on it. Dude, my shoulder hurts so much today.
What did you do? 40 rounds, you said? 40 shells.
60. That was 40 at that point through that, but I did 60 total yesterday.
Okay.
It was, I was like, I'm not getting through it.
Gotta do what you gotta do to break it in. But this whole farmer wants a wife thing. Every girl that I know, we're all like, I'm
what
signing
is that?
up.
I don't know what it is.
It's just farmer. It's like some Fox.
So
TV.
it's like The Bachelorette, but
yeah, but with farmers. And every chick I knew back home were all like, I'm signing up. They're going to pick me. I'm like, dude, who? What?
No farmer's going to pick
What?
somebody
What?
from California.
Silicon Valley, California
there are
girl.
some California farmers, though.
I know, but that's not
A
them.
lot, actually, but...
Like, what Silicon Valley girl raised in a big city thinks she's going to do well living on a farm? It made no sense to me.
This is not Rap Island.
What?
This is not Rap Island where it would be a snow day.
Okay.
Trump doctrine has never been isolationism. The Trump doctrine, if it was isolationism, we wouldn't have taken out the ISIS caliphate, Soleimani, Baghdadi, dropped the mother of all bombs on Afghanistan, and we wouldn't have dropped 14 bunker buster bombs on their nuclear sites. President Trump is relying on three specific historic lessons here. Peace through strength, A, which he built out our military in the first term. If he didn't, Biden didn't do anything to expand it or help it. Very important. Otherwise, we would not be as advanced militarily as we are today. You're watching the next generation of weaponry in real time unfold before your eyes, and there's going to be numerous improvements on this at a pace that we've never seen in the history of mankind, and we better stay ahead of the curve on it.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Hey, you've been hearing me talk all about the Sig Sauer P365, the number one selling concealed carry pistol in America, the one I carry every single day. Now, whether you live in a state that requires a permit or somewhere that loves freedom and allows for permitless carry, like where I live in the free state of Florida, more people are taking their safety and that of their family into their own hands. You want something for self-defense. Now, Sig Sauer, all proudly made right here in America, the choice of the U.S. military, our NATO partners, and elite units around the world, and my personal choice, the one I carry every single day, the most popular, best-selling concealed carry pistol on the market. And I can tell you firsthand, the P365, it's comfortable, very easy to shoot, an amazing firearm. We are a Sig Sauer family right here on the Sean Hannity Show. The P365. Try it at your local range today. Buy American made. Go to sigsauer.com/Hannity. You'll get a discount and a list of dealers where you live.
Hey, it's Chris Plant. Be sure to tune in to FM 102.9, AM 1310 every weekday from 9 to 11 for breaking news, commentary, and politics. News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It's going to be nice today. Sunshine with a high of 74. Tonight, mostly clear down to 53 for the overnight low. Mostly sunny, 72 tomorrow. Partly cloudy, 55 tomorrow night. Then partly sunny on Wednesday with a high near 73. 77 and breezy on Thursday with mostly cloudy. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms Thursday night into Friday. Keep it here on News Talk KZRG. We'll keep you up to date. In fact, we're going to be talking with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith at 7:25. Join us.
Yeah, that's join us. Boy, we're not starting a cult here, Steve. Make it a little less creepy. My goodness.
Join us.
Join us.
You, me, Lucas, Terry, we're us.
Kool-Aid.
Join us. We have Kool-Aid.
Refreshments.
Yeah, exactly.
Cookies on this 420 day.
Jokes aside, we do not take weather as a joke. We are very serious about it. We will be keeping you up to date with a chance of severe weather on Thursday. Terry Smith, KZRG meteorologist, will be giving us those details coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes at around 7:10. We're going to be joined live by Joplin Mayor Pro Tem Keenan Cortez, a bit of a send-off interview, and we're going to be taking a look back at his many achievements.
The four states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin, a free service of Zimmer Market. It's 7 o'clock.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That isn't a warning. President Trump posted on Truth Social for Iran to make a deal or else the U.S. bombing would resume, as U.S. negotiators head to Pakistan today for another round of talks. Maybe. Iran may not show up to negotiate.
This is largely considered the last chance for the Iranians. When I spoke with the president over the weekend, he was very clear. They are going to sign on the dotted line, or he's going to target their bridges and power plants.
Fox's Trey Yingst is in Tel Aviv.
It's a decision that Iranian officials have to make. And I'm told by regional sources today there is a divide among Iranian leadership about what to do and whether or not to call the president's bluff. But the president isn't bluffing. This is a very similar situation that we saw before Operation Epic Fury began. The United States is giving the Iranians an off-ramp here, a chance at diplomacy. And if they don't take it, the war is expected to resume.
If Iran does not negotiate, this may be why.
Iran's military says the seizure of the Iranian-flagged cargo ship was an act of armed piracy. It happened in the Gulf of Oman, where the U.S. military fired on the vessel following a 6-hour standoff. President Trump says the ship was given fair warning to stop. Marines then rappelled on board from helicopters.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. The U.S. has turned away about 24 other ships violating a blockade on Iran's ports in the Strait of Hormuz. The new uncertainty has oil prices rising back up 5%. Stock futures are falling on Wall Street. We expect an update today from police in Shreveport, Louisiana, on a mass shooting when a gunman killed 8 children,
including 7 of his own. The victims ranging in age from 1 year old to 14. 2 other people, the children's mother and another woman, were also wounded and are in critical condition.
Fox's Carly Shimkus. That gunman's dead, shot by police after a car chase. Importers who want payback can file for tariff refunds starting this morning under a system set up by the Trump administration after the Supreme Court struck down the president's tariffs. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. We're headed for a high of 74. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 7:08. Sun is shining. It's 46 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Webb City, 45 in Joplin. FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310. News Talk, KZRG. A man from Exeter found guilty on Thursday of killing a Barry County woman in 2024.
Aaron Malone of Exeter, Missouri, was found guilty of first-degree murder, abandonment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and armed criminal action in the death of Aspen Lewis. In late November 2024, deputies responded to a call at a home about Lewis's disappearance. They say it was Malone who reported her missing. They saw bloodstains in the driveway and on his truck. Malone even led the sheriff to her body, which was on a rural road. Sentencing is set for June 9. Steve Smith, News Talk, KZRG.
At approximately 6:30 a.m. Saturday morning, the Vernon County Swiftwater Rescue Team, working with multiple local agencies, rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were left clinging to a tree for about an hour. The subjects were located northwest of Stottsbury in Vernon County. Both individuals were evaluated on scene by Vernon County Ambulance District personnel and did not require further medical transport. According to a Facebook posting, the 2 did not drive into the water but had a vehicle breakdown and the waters rose around them. No injuries were reported. More inside the KZRG app.
Kansas City taking the first step in building a new Kansas City Royals baseball stadium. Mayor Quentin Lucas says the city manager and others will now start negotiating a lease.
I think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
Reports indicate the new stadium's projected cost is just under $2 billion. The city's contribution would be $6 million. The team, the county, and the state would also contribute to the budget, or to the project. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310, Sunshine 45. It is 7:04, News Talk, KZRG.
The identification is complete on the body of a man found dead in a fire in McDonald County. The body of 65-year-old Robert Graham was found on the floor of his home in rural Stella. His cause of death is now under investigation. Also, the state fire marshal is charged with investigating the cause of the fire, which was reported to first responders around 8 a.m. on Thursday morning.
It's almost time for Joplin Spring Cleaning Day. Everyone is invited to help Joplin make a great first impression. Aaron Slifka, Vice President of Communications at the Joplin Chamber of Commerce, tells News Talk KZRG.
The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce would like to invite the community out to join us in a spring cleanup in various areas of the community. We will be meeting at Joplin City Hall at 9:30 a.m. On Friday, May 1st. Then from there, we'll go to different areas of our community to pick up trash and debris.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals won their 5th straight game with a 7-5 win in 10 innings over the Astros to complete a 3-game sweep on Sunday. Mason Wynn doubled down the line to clear the bases in the 10th. St. Louis is back in action today, kicking off a 3-game road series with Miami at 5:40 this evening. You can hear that game on our sister station AM 1230 The Talker. The Royals were swept by the Yankees following a 7-0 loss on Sunday. It's a 7th straight loss for KC. Kansas City returns home for 3 games against Baltimore with the opener set for tonight at 6:40. In D2 baseball, MSSU finished off the sweep of Missouri Western State in the final home series of the series with a 12-11 win yesterday. In D2 softball, MSSU split 2 games with Central Missouri on Friday and swept Rogers State on Saturday in a doubleheader to improve to 39-7 on the season. PSU improved to 43-2 after sweeping Northeastern State in a doubleheader on Friday and UCM in a twin bill on Saturday. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Your news, a service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns is buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news at 7:30. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunny and dry, temperatures mild through midweek. 74 today, 72 tomorrow, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Find out how to brand your business and grow your bottom line with the Zimmer Marketing Brand Camp Workshop Tuesday, April 21st. Catered by Rockin' W Barbecue. For details, visit ZimmerMarketing.com today. Zimmer Marketing, it just works.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. 46 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Carl Junction, 45 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time 7:08.
Oh, what a beautiful day. The sun, the breeze.
What was that?
Don't look at it.
But the pile of leaves, they're laughing.
Don't engage, honey. You'll only make it worse.
I'm going to grab a drink from the garage.
Oh, look. It's Mr. I'll Fix You Someday, broken rake.
You think that's bad? I was a birthday gift 12 years ago. Never once used.
Ha! No Marie Kondo for us. You'll never get rid of us.
Don't wait until your junk starts fighting back. Call Big John's Roll-Off Service today.
Hey, I'm Claire.
And I'm the Big John with Big John's Roll-Off Service. We'll drop off the right size roll-off for your spring cleaning, home projects, and yes, contractors and business job sites too.
Text us at 417-540-0663 or go to BigJohnsRolloff.com and get your flat rate upfront price today.
When you've got big waste, you need Big John's.
Big on service, big on savings, Big John's.
My name is Addison. I'm a dental hygienist for Dr. Lemus.
My name is Darian. I'm also a dental hygienist. We see patients from children to adults, patients who are anxious, patients who are excited, patients who go every 6 months, and patients who have not been in several years. patients who are afraid to be judged for what's going on in their mouth, and patients who have that confident, healthy smile.
We're a judgment-free place because I have patients come in all the time and tell me they're like, I don't want to be here. We're not here to judge them, that we're here to help them and get them back on track. And Dr. Lemus is very good about being straightforward with what's needed, and then we go to Joyce and talk with her, and she goes over the treatment plans and help them get the plan established.
I'm Dr. Lemus from Team Dental of Joplin. Welcome to the neighborhood practice for your whole family. Learn more at teamdentalofjoplin.com.
Team Dental of Joplin, your neighborhood practice for your whole family.
Born on America's darkest day, 9/11/01, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been helping American heroes ever since. Heroes like FDNY Lieutenant Edward J. McDonough Jr. McDonough served at Ground Zero. He later lost his life to a related cancer. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation was able to honor his sacrifice by paying off the family's mortgage. Donate $11 a month, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Progressive presents Heroes That Keep Truckers Going. Today's hero, the Rest Up Bathroom Custodian. Is there toilet paper? No. Paper towels? No. Clean stalls? Also no. But the soap dispenser is full, and that counts for something. Thanks, hero. Know what else keeps truckers going? Progressive's expanded cargo protection through their enhanced Cargo Plus coverage. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. Not available in California.
News, weather, politics. Live from the Downstream Casino Resort Studio. News Talk KZRG. Depend on it. From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
7:11 is the KZRG News Time. Ted Bajorquez.
And Steve Scott.
And joining us live this morning is Joplin Mayor Pro Tem Keenan Cortez. Mayor Pro Tem, thanks for being here today.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Glad to be here. Thanks for the nice weather, Steve. It's nice this morning. Very nice.
You're welcome. We appreciate
need sunglasses, though. Trust me, you need sunglasses.
That's true.
Okay.
Now, Mayor Pro Tem Cortez, we got a lot to cover today, so I want to jump right into it. For those who might not be up to speed in the 4 states area, last week the city of Joplin, or rather I should say the Joplin City Council, voted Rob O'Brien to become the new mayor of the city of Joplin. Now, Mayor Pro Tem Cortez, 1 week ago today, you sat right in that chair, and you told us on air under no uncertain terms that you were interested in serving another term as mayor. Obviously, that's not what happened.
That did not happen. The council spoke, and, whatever you believe about our former government here in Joplin, it is what it is for now, and it's going to take a whole lot to change it. You vote for council members. Those council members, the 9 of them, will get together every 2 years, bring in the new ones, let the old ones go, and then select a mayor and a mayor pro tem. And during that ceremony last Monday night, Rob O'Brien was selected as the new mayor of Joplin. And I was nominated to be the mayor pro tem. And I won that election as well amongst the council to be the mayor pro tem for the next 2 years. So for the last 6 years, I've either been mayor pro tem or mayor, and now I'm mayor pro tem again. So
all right. So
I'm happy to serve.
Yeah, and it's a familiar spot for you, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Joplin Mayor Pro Tem Keenan Cortez here on News Talk KZRG. I want to take a moment now to sort of reflect back on the last 2 years where you did, in fact, serve as mayor. Boy, a whole heck of a lot got done in these last 2 years in Joplin that is so easy for people to forget about. And I wanted to provide a space for you to sort of reflect back upon some of your achievements.
I do want to talk about some of those, Ted, but I want to start by saying this. No one man does a lot of stuff by himself. No one person. There is a whole host of dedicated and talented and committed individuals down at City Hall and that work for the city, either whether it's sweeping your street or taking care of making sure the sewer lines are clear so we can get the wastewater taken care of, to making sure the buildings are inspected and all that kind of stuff. And there's 9 people on the council. So even though I was privileged to be the mayor for the last 2 years until last week, the accomplishments that I'm about to list didn't come because I was some great, wonderful, being. There's a lot of people involved in making all of this happen, and I'm grateful that I get to be surrounded by and work with such talented people. But here's a short list of just some of the things, so give me a little grace here. Opened Momentum Bike Park. We are renovating Ewart Park right now so that we can have the largest splash pad in the area, and ice skating. There's going to be ice skating in Joplin, Missouri. There is lots of installation of security lighting and cameras going on in 8 of our parks around town. The 10 Cup Trail has been completed, and the suspension bridge behind the YMCA is under construction, hopefully to open here very soon. We knocked down the old Freeman Hospital. We launched a JHAP program, which we've had a JHAP 2 and a JHAP 3. This is a program helping first-time home buyers buy their very first home, and we have done that with over 100 families thus far. We demoed at least over 60 blighted structures. We've relaunched the trolley. We launched the co-responder unit with the police department. Completed collective bargaining with the FOP and the IAFF, that's the police and the fire unions. Continue to work with ALLO to build out the citywide fiber network. Annexed approximately 300 acres along I-44 for future growth and better jobs in our community. Added a monthly email newsletter called The Citizen, in which I recorded every month for the last 2 years a monthly message to the citizens. We have $84.7 million in total value, over 171 new construction projects permitted just in 2025 alone, $64 million total value of 419 additional renovation projects. We finalized public-private partnership for the renovation of Memorial Hall. We completed a state audit, coordinated 32nd Street, which is Menards, a new movie theater, more apartments out there. We got the capital improvement sales tax renewal done. We got a marijuana sales tax approval done. And I was able to host, along with the city manager and other officials, the inaugural State of the Community address that we held at the Cornell Complex earlier this year in January. So those are just a couple of things. The list is really, really long. And again, I want to reiterate, city staff, other council members, all had a hand in everything that you just heard, and there's a whole lot more going on positive in our community.
No, and like you said, that's just the short list.
That is a very short list. The list is long. You've seen the list this morning. It's a couple of pages. There is just tons and tons of stuff on there, and we're still going. We still got lots of work to do. We got lots of things to do to improve our community. There's tons of dedicated staff that they wake up every day thinking about what can I do today to make Joplin better today than it was yesterday. And I get such pleasure out of being a part of that, of being able to help make those decisions and shape that future for our community. And I'm looking forward to the next 2 years. Mr. O'Brien is going to be a fantastic mayor. My job as mayor pro tem is to make sure of that.
And I was just going to say, so your hat is still in the ring, of course, Joplin Mayor Pro Tem, as second in charge. You still have the institutional knowledge to help steer the ship and make sure things are running smoothly, right?
That's true. That's very, very true. I'm still going to be in all the meetings. I'm still going to be in pre-meetings with the mayor, trying to figure out how things are going to go for our community. We have lots of stuff coming down the pike, and we've got lots of things happening. We have a big, important meeting tonight at 6 p.m. at the 5th floor of the Joplin City Hall. Encourage all citizens, if you ever wonder what goes on, how do these people make these decisions about what happens in my community? How do they spend the money that my tax dollars generate? What's happening in my city? Every first and third Monday of the month, 5th floor, Joplin City Hall, council chambers. Come on down, grab a seat, and check it out. See what happens. See how your government works.
Yeah. Speaking of that meeting tonight, Joplin Mayor Pro Tem Keenan Cortez, Ryan Jackson, council member of the Joplin City Council, made some comments online about the trans community. Local news outlet then reported on it. Councilman Jackson then called that news outlet, threatened to dox them, which, if you're not familiar with that term, that is to take all their private information, like their home address, their phone number, their email, and release it to national news outlets, whatever that means. And it has been made known that tonight the City Council will be discussing this drama, this saga, at the City Council meeting. What can we expect from that meeting?
First of all, it's a City Council meeting, so we got lots of business to get to even before we address that. But towards the end of the agenda, in new business, we have that listed on the agenda to discuss it and talk about what is the way forward for Mr. Jackson, for the Joplin City Council. How do we address something like this that has occurred? Unfortunately, we can't put the genie back in the bottle on that. You know, that recorded phone call is viral. It happened. The threat of doxing did occur. There were things posted online that were not friendly to the trans or LGBTQ plus community. And there are standards that when you raise your hand on the dais to become a Joplin City Council member, or any government official for that matter, you kind of set your personal views to the side. You're still welcome to have them, and you're still welcome to say and do whatever you want. You just need to understand that as an elected official, when you do say and do whatever you want, it comes with consequences. So we're going to get together as a body, as a unit. Joplin City Council governs itself, and we're going to determine what is the best way forward. Now, Mr. Jackson and I have had many conversations in the past about this. I look forward to a public conversation about it this evening. I think Mr. Jackson is remorseful about what happened, but as a body, as an entity, we've got to discover what needs to happen next, as he's still a very, very active member of the Joplin City Council. So we'll be having those discussions tonight. So if you're not planning on being there, again, this is going to be towards the end of our business that we're going to conduct tonight. So it's not going to happen at 6 o'clock. It's going to be later in the evening. And if you're not going to be there in person, I encourage you to tune in just to take a look at how this works, how this happens. What are we supposed to do when something like this does occur in our community?
Yeah. Joplin Mayor Pro Tem Keenan Cortez, is there anything else that you want to throw out to the Joplin area here this morning?
I want everybody to understand something. All of your elected officials in this community, where city councilmen, county commissioners, whatever, these are people that have decided that they're going to sacrifice a lot in their life to serve you, the citizen. The people that are listening to this radio show right now, these people that get up every Monday night, first and third Monday, and go to these meetings and they read information and they try to decide on stuff, are doing that because they love you. They love this community. And one of the things that I'm very, very proud of is that I get to continue to do that. I've won a couple election bids. I've been chosen to be in leadership at the city for the last couple of years. I'm very, very grateful for that, and I don't take it lightly. And the other thing I want people to understand is this is a first-class organization here. KZRG, the Zimmer Radio Group, has treated the mayor pro tem, and all other elected officials with respect and with dignity. You run a good show. This is easy to come and do. You don't spare us. You ask the hard questions sometimes. But this is how you get these elected officials out to the community. This is another way of exposing us to the community so people know what's going on. How do we think? How do we act? What are we doing? Steve Scott, Ted Bojorquez, some of the best people in our community. I appreciate you both very, very much. Thank you for all that you do for us.
We appreciate you very much, Mayor Pro Tem, as well. Keenan Cortez, thank you for joining us this morning.
We'll see you again soon.
Yes, we will. KZRG News Time, 7:23.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk, KZRG.
Number 3.
Hundreds of commercial tankers are now stranded on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the UK, Iranian gunboats opened fire on a tanker from India over the weekend. This as the international waterways remain contested.
Number 2.
An Oklahoma high school principal stopped a 20-year-old would-be school shooter armed with a pistol in the lobby of their campus. 60-year-old Kirk Moore tackled the suspect, wrestled the gun away, and held him down until police arrived. During the altercation, Moore was shot in the leg but still fought to defend the campus. Principal Moore on Saturday night was crowned prom king by the students.
Number 1.
Following severe weather last week, the News Talk KZRG was covering. The Vernon County Swift Water Rescue Team rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were clinging to a tree for roughly an hour.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on those 11 missing or dead scientists that have to do with our nuclear research? We want to know. Go to KZRG's Facebook page. Coming up, a look at weekday weather on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Just one late night cookie.
A midnight snack for you? Harmless. But termites, they believe in the 24/7 snack. They never stop eating. Not at midnight, not in the morning, not while you're at work. And by the time you notice them, termites have likely already been there for months.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bug Away Pest Control. We are the area's experts on termites. Protect your biggest asset with a call to Bug Away Pest Control before those 24/7 snackers eat you out of house and home.
We're the only pest control company in the area to offer Centricon, the #1 brand in termite protection.
We also now offer financing. And of course, it comes with Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee.
Remember, if you don't see our logo, it's a no-go.
Make sure your home or business is protected and get started on a termite inspection today at bugawaypc.com.
We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Bug Away Pest Control.
Spring is sprung, and savings are in full bloom at Menards. Get your backyard ready with garden tools that make every job easy. Define your landscape with durable edger blocks. Then top it off with colorful mulch that keeps weeds down and supports healthy plant growth. You'll also find a huge selection of grass seed and fertilizer to make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Gear up, green up, and save big at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Your independence matters, and the right support can help you remain in the comfort of your own home. At the Independent Living Center, we believe independent living is more than a service, it's a philosophy. It's a belief that people with disabilities are the experts in their own lives and deserve choice, dignity, and control. This is where our agency-directed services can help.
Hi, I'm James Harrison, the Director of Agency-Directed Services at the Independent Living Center. With ADS, we provide trained care attendants who help with everyday tasks right in your own home. From housekeeping and meal preparation to laundry and essential shopping, we are here to make your daily life easier and more manageable. No matter what the needs are, our mission is to support your independence and honor your choices every step of the way. Call us at 417-659-8086 or visit ilcenter.org to learn more about agency-directed services.
Because independence starts with the right support. The Independent Living Center. Home is where the heart is. We'll help you stay there.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Catch my show every weekday. It all starts at 2 for honest news, truthful news on News Talk, KZRG. Depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk, KZRG.
Joining us, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Terry, we had a rough week last week, but it's looking pretty good so far this week, isn't it?
Oh, this is the best way to start off a work week. You know, you're slow getting out of bed and getting moving, and then the sunshine hits you, and it's so pleasant outside. It kind of puts a little pep in your step, right?
Hard to have a case of the Mondays.
Are you still with that case of Mondays? Bummer.
I have a case of the Mondays every day of the week.
He does, even on Saturdays and Sundays as well.
I'm going to start calling you Eeyore.
Oh, all right.
All right.
All right. Well, it looks like the rain's going to hold off until later on in the week. At least that's what I've heard from you earlier this morning.
Yeah, it's really, really nice here through Wednesday. I think we'll start to see some clouds Thursday. But right now, it still looks dry for most of the four-state. Now, we may have some showers to the north. So we'll see just, how that kind of plays out over the course of the week. But Thursday night into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think that's when we're going to see some wet weather and possibly some heavy rain because it's a slow pattern that's not going to move a whole lot. And so we're going to have several opportunities for widespread rain and perhaps some heavy rain as well.
Oh, boy. So what are the high temperatures and the low temperatures looking like?
Oh, it's looking so nice. 74 today, low 50s tonight, 72 tomorrow, 73 Wednesday. Thursday, a little bit warmer, 76. And then temperatures with the rain Friday and Saturday still look to be in the low 70s.
Excellent. KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Thanks for that outlook.
My pleasure.
We'll talk to you again soon. That was meteorologist Terry Smith on News Talk KZRG.
At 7:30, I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
Will Iran show up for peace talks?
8 kids shot dead in Louisiana.
U.S. Embassy personnel in Mexico dead.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG. We're heading for a high of 74. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That will be at 7:38. Sun is shining. Beautiful day. 46 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Carthage, 45 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News Talk, KZRG.
The U.S. begins a new round of negotiations with Iran in hopes of ending their nuclear ambitions once and for all.
A U.S. delegation will once again head to Pakistan for more negotiations with Iran. President Trump is pushing toward a deal, threatening to destroy power plants and bridges throughout the country if they fail to agree. Energy Secretary Chris Wright on Fox News Sunday shared what he believes is the goal.
A successful outcome is the threat of nuclear-armed Iran is over. The Straits of Hormuz are open. Commerce and peace returns to the region.
President Trump has accused Iran of firing on ships trying to get through the Strait of Hormuz, a violation of the ceasefire terms. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Police say a gunman in Louisiana killed 8 children on Sunday, including 7 of his very own. Ashley Strohmeyer has more.
The victims range from ages 1 to 12. 2 other people, the mother and another woman, were also wounded and are in critical condition. The suspect died after a police pursuit and is being identified as Shamar Elkins. Investigators did not say what started the violence, but are confident it was a domestic incident. This is one of the nation's deadliest mass shootings in more than 2 years.
U.S. Embassy personnel in Mexico have been killed.
U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ronald Johnson making the announcement on X Sunday, saying we are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of 2 U.S. Embassy personnel, the director of Chihuahua State Investigation Agency, and an AEI officer. Mexican authorities announced Sunday that multiple officers, including U.S. Embassy personnel, died after returning from a major weekend operation to dismantle clandestine drug labs in Morelos. The Attorney General of State said those killed were carrying out the operation April 17th and 18th, following a 3-month investigation dismantling 6 large-scale synthetic drug production sites. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
Sunshine, it's 45 at 7:33. News Talk, KZRG.
A man from Exeter was found guilty Thursday of killing a Berry County woman in 2024.
Aaron Malone of Exeter, Missouri, was found guilty of first-degree murder, abandonment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and armed criminal action in the death of Aspen Lewis. In late November 2024, deputies responded to a call at a home about Lewis's disappearance. They say it was Malone who reported her missing. They saw bloodstains in the driveway and on his truck. Malone even led the sheriff to her body, which was on a rural road. Sentencing is set for June 9. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
Identification is complete on the body of a man found dead in a fire in McDonald County. The body of 65-year-old Robert Graham was found on the floor of his home in rural Stella. His cause of death now under investigation. State Fire Marshal is charged with investigating the cause of the fire, which was reported to the first responders around 8 on Thursday morning. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine 45, it is 734. News Talk, KZRG.
Kansas City is taking the first step in building a new Royals baseball stadium. Mayor Quentin Lucas says the city manager and others will now start negotiation of a
I
lease.
think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
Reports indicate the new stadium's projected cost is just under $2 billion. The city's contribution would be $6 million. The team, the county, and the state would also contribute to the project.
A sequel scores a three-peat at the box office.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie is still orbiting at number one at the box office, blasting past the competition in its third weekend with another $35 million.
Your king has returned!
The hit film has officially gone full superstar, already this year's biggest movie with $355 million domestically and $747.5 million worldwide, and is speeding towards the $1 billion galaxy at warp speed. Project Hail Mary stayed in second place, only dropping 15% in its fifth weekend, pulling in $20.5 million. And Lee Cronin's The Mummy wraps up third place as it debuts with $13.5 million. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals won their fifth straight game with a 7-5 win in 10 innings over the Astros to complete a 3-game sweep on Sunday. Mason Wynn doubled down the line to clear the bases in the 10th. St. Louis is back in action today, kicking off a 3-game road series with Miami at 5:40 this evening. You can hear that game on our sister station AM 1230 The Talker. The Royals were swept by the Yankees following a 7-0 loss on Sunday. It's a 7th straight loss for KC. Kansas City returns home for 3 games against Baltimore with the opener set for tonight at 6:40. In D2 baseball, MSSU finished off the sweep of Missouri Western State in the final home series of the series with a 12-11 win yesterday. In D2 softball, MSSU split 2 games with Central Missouri on Friday and swept Rogers State on Saturday in a doubleheader to improve to 39-7 on the season. PSU improved to 43-2 after sweeping Northeastern State in a doubleheader on Friday and UCM in a twin bill on Saturday. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns is buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news at 8 o'clock. Breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
No rain showing up on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. 46 in Neosho, 43 in Pittsburgh. It's 45 in Diamond, 45 in Joplin. News Talk, KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 7:38.
And they're off. It's
It's time for a day at the races at Community Bank and Trust on Friday, April 24th, 2026. All lobbies will be open from 8 to 6 with a winning lunch served from 11 to 1. Open a personal or business checking account and you'll score big with free checking, free money, and a free gift. Plus, a chance to win amazing prizes like a $50 cash drawing at every branch and the grand prize, $1,000 cash. Don't miss your chance to win big. Enjoy great food and experience a day at the races only at CBT Friday, April 24th. $150 prize per branch and $1,000 prize bank-wide. No purchase necessary. Entry forms available at CBT. CBT employees and members of their household are not eligible. The value of the prize must be reported on Form 1099 MISC. Winner will be drawn no later than May 31st. We reserve the right to substitute a gift of similar value. Bank rules and regulations apply. Minimum opening deposit is only $50. Gift provided at account opening. Ask for details. Other fees may apply. See fee schedule. Member FDIC.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Dr. Collins and Associates are Missouri licensed general dentists. They are not licensed in Missouri as specialists in the advertised dental specialty of prosthodontics.
Your smile tells your story. It shows your confidence, joy, and resilience, and it deserves care from a team that understands just how important it is. With 47 years of experience, Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center knows that great dentistry isn't just about procedures. It's about trust, comfort, and results you can be proud of. And they believe high-quality care should never come at a price tag that keeps you away. If you've been waiting for the right time, the right team, or the right place, this is it. Your smile matters. Let's take care of it.
I'm Brian George, CEO of Mid-America Dental and Hearing Center, just off of I-44, Exit 44, and at MidAmericaDental.com. Changing lives and making smiles at dental centers.
Our best for less in a day at Dental Center.
What are you even doing here? That's what he asked me as we were both working at a furniture store. I'm Chris.
And I'm Zach. We're the window guys from Windows & More. I'd seen Chris on TV before doing Windows & More ads, and now he's selling couches with me.
My dad and I were running Windows & More together, but I needed that second job to make ends meet.
And I was ready to get out of the furniture store. So we started talking and figuring out how to make Windows & More work together. I would schedule us to close the store together, and we stayed after hours and mapped it all out on the whiteboard in the back room.
And the next thing you know, we're using Zach's garage as a warehouse and running Windows & More together.
And eventually, my wife wanted our garage back, so we moved to a new location, and we've kept growing ever since.
And it's all been because of your amazing support in a furniture store. Come see us at 976 North Central City Road in Joplin or find us at windowsandmore.llc.
Never settle for less. The choice is clearly Windows and More.
Join me, Buck Sexton, and our good friend Clay Travis every weekday starting at 11 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It's going to be sunny today and sunny tomorrow and sunny on Wednesday and then mostly cloudy and breezy on Thursday. High today 74, tomorrow 72, and on Wednesday 73, 77 for the high on Thursday. And again, it's going to be breezy. Next chance of rain is coming to us on Thursday night. That according to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
We are now getting reports that an Iranian cargo boat tried to break through the U.S. blockade of the Strait of Hormuz.
Really?
And unfortunately for them, there is a U.S. blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, so it did not go too well for them. Now, in response to these rather pedestrian efforts by this Iranian cargo vessel, the United States Navy blew a hole in their engine room and then seized that sucker.
Really? Blew a hole in the... How'd they know where the engine was?
I mean, I think it's pretty standardized with these cargo ships. I don't think there's a secret combination of how to build a cargo ship.
But what if they have a second engine room that's not listed on the blueprints?
Sir, they've struck a second engine room.
No.
Yeah, what if, Steve? What if my hair was made of spaghetti? We could do that all day, but the point is, there was an engine room. They knew where it was. They hit it, and they got in and took the boat.
I thought on Mondays your hair was made with lasagna.
No. That's Tuesdays. I switched it up just to mess with Garfield.
All right, go for it.
Now, the USS Spruance destroyer had intercepted this vessel. Immediately following, Donald Trump, president of these here United States, took to Truth Social, his favorite place, where he wrote, quote, "Today, an Iranian-flagged cargo ship named Tosca, nearly 900 feet long and weighing almost as much as an aircraft carrier, tried to get past our naval blockade, and it did not go well for them. Right now, U.S. Marines have custody of the vessel. The Tosca is under U.S. Treasury sanctions because of their prior history of illegal activity. We have full custody of the ship and are seeing what's on board." End quote. The seeing what's on board thing made me giggle because I'm like, oh, first, this literally is like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We got the ship, now let's check the treasures.
Let's go find out what it is.
Let's see what bounty they have aboard their boat.
All right.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there's a difference. Pirates, they do it illegally. The United States, we did warn them. And we told them, hey.
10 hours of warning them.
Yeah. We warned them for hours and hours and hours. And by them, we don't mean Iran. The United States hopped on the radio and contacted this boat directly and said, hey, man, turn around ASAP, Rocky, or there's going to be a problem. They didn't respond or they said no, so we warned them for hours, literally several bouts of 60-minute periods of us warning them. And then finally, we radioed in and said, hey, if you have crew in your engine room, go ahead and leave the engine room because we're about to blow a hole in it. Now, I don't know any other nation in the history of planet Earth that is so kind and so dedicated to not engaging or at least creating civilian casualties that we actively warn our enemies and tell them exactly what we're going to do before we do it. Usually warfare is based around deception and tricking your enemy into doing something that you're not going to do and then do something they think you're not going to do. They're supposed to be keeping our military movement secret and playing secret. That's the whole name of the game.
That's
not
true.
The United States. We actually tell them ahead of time, point blank, exactly what we're going to do. Now, juxtapose that compared to something like, I don't know, the Iranian regime.
Yeah, sending out a speedboat that I thought the entire Iranian Navy was dead and gone. And they sent out a speedboat and attacked an Indian oil tanker over the weekend.
Oh, okay. You're jumping. Are we on a different story? What's going on here?
It's a similar story.
Okay.
It's in the Strait of Hormuz, but Iranian gunboat, speedboat, went out and attacked by shooting guns at a Indian-flagged oil tanker. And I thought we had the entire Iranian Navy gone.
Yeah. Now, we actually have audio from that. Apparently, this Indian-flagged tanker, they claim that they had the go-ahead to cruise through the strait by, I don't know if it was the United States or they had the go-ahead from Iran. But, yeah, Steve's right. This little speedboat started taking pot shots at him. Take a listen. This is the exact moment that boat started getting shot at. Take a listen to what was being played on the airwaves.
Navy, motor tanker Sanmar Herald, Sepa Navy, you get me clearance to go. Sepa Navy, this is motor tanker Sanmar Herald, you gave me clearance to go. My name second on your list. You gave me clearance to go. You are firing now. Let me turn back.
Yeah, apparently the Indian boat thought that they had clearance to go. But apparently not. Apparently Iranian had a speedboat that started taking pot shots at him. So Iran is still trying to keep the strait closed while the United States is actively trying to keep the strait open. Now, Steve, you brought up an interesting point that the president has said several times now on Truth Social, in interviews, and all over the place that Iran's Navy is completely decimated, that their Air Force is no longer existent, that they have no functional army. So who are these speedboat people then, if not that? Or is the president wrong in that there are still some vessels cruising around?
Now, one of the things that I thought was quite interesting was why didn't the U.S. government do like they did the drug boats and take it out of the water?
There's a lot of questions to be asked here about how we're doing this blockade.
That would be interesting. Of course, it might be because they're trying to get Iran to come to peace talks today.
Why? Why? No, honestly, seriously, why? Iran has said so many times that they don't want to talk peace, that they're not going to make a deal with us. We're sending J.D. Vance over there. We're sending Jared Kushner over there. We got the whole brigade coming out to meet with Iran to make a peace talk. They have said so many times they will not show up. Why all the song and dance pretending like it's going to happen?
Because I think that they don't think that they can do the whole regime change in a quick amount of time without this being a forever war. So I think they're trying to end it diplomatically before it turns into a forever war.
But the other party, Iran, has said they will not show up. They didn't even appear at the last two meetings. When I say not show up, it's not like, oh, they're not going to bring their A game. They're not going to take it seriously. They literally did not show up. The chairs that their butts were supposed to be in remained empty.
You still got to schedule the meeting in hopes that they do.
Maybe they were afraid they'd get shot and killed like the rest of the leaders.
Like a missile?
Yeah,
or the Brits say.
Yeah.
Blew it up.
Never know.
That would be diabolical. Set up a meeting, have the U.S. agents not even show up, and just have the Iranian
just bomb it.
Yeah, just bomb it.
Plot twist: neither party shows up. They bomb it anyway.
Yeah.
I cannot fathom what the plan is with the whole we're going to make a deal with them. And I also don't understand how we keep getting told that the Iranian military is completely decimated, notably their Navy, and yet we keep hearing stories like this where the Iranian Navy, or at least boats from Iran, speedboats are threatening the strait still. I don't know what the blockade is missing. How many more of our giant, several billion-dollar vessels do we need to send over there to take out their little speedboat with a little M60 duct tape to it?
Or why not use some of the weapons like they used in Venezuela that causes them to just not be able to do anything?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, apparently there was some sort of like EMP, like brain-bleeding blast mega signal thing.
Just do that.
Yeah, do one of those things. I don't know. All I'm saying is there's a lot of missing pieces that we, the American public, are not being fed. A lot of details that are making the whole story, the whole plot line that we're being fed, a little bit askew.
Maybe the Iranians don't believe President Trump and think that he will say, okay, I'll wait another 10 days or something, and then not do the bombing of all the power plants and bridges.
Maybe. KZRG News Time, 7:50.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hundreds of commercial tankers now stranded on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the UK, Iranian gunboats opened fire on a tanker from India over the weekend. This, as the international waterway remains contested.
Number 2.
An Oklahoma high school principal stopped a 20-year-old would-be school shooter armed with a pistol in the lobby of their campus. 60-year-old Kirk Moore tackled the suspect, wrestled the gun away, and held him down until police arrived. During the altercation, Moore was shot in the leg but still fought to defend the campus. Principal Moore was crowned prom king by the students on Saturday night.
Number 1.
Following severe weather last week, the News Talk KZRG was covering the Vernon County Swiftwater Rescue Team rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were clinging to a tree for roughly an hour.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on those missing or dead scientists that all have to do with United States nuclear programming or space travel? Apparently one was even working on anti-gravity technology. Suddenly showed up dead. Very suspicious. What are your thoughts on it? Text us at 417 782-1310, or leave us an open mic message. You can do so for free on the KZRG app.
Project Bluebeam, moving ahead.
Blue Beam or Blue Book?
Blue Beam, it's where they fake the aliens.
Oh. KZRG News Time, 7:53. Coming up next, your chance to win a complimentary taco, chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos. That's coming up in less than 5 minutes. News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year.
One world government is to have everyone wrap around that aliens are invading the planet. So.
With a fake alien invasion. Yeah. there was a bunch of documents that were unredacted and released. And during the Cold War, there was a CIA had devised a very real plan to do a false flag attack on one of their bases. And the way that they were going to do it was unleash 10,000 rattlesnakes around the base, and the rattling would simulate the sound of gunfire en masse. And then they could say they were being attacked, and then as a countermeasure, they would launch their attack. And then the idea behind doing with rattlesnakes is plausible deniability. So that way, if it all blew up in their face, they could be like, oh, it turned out it was just snakes, but we didn't know. We thought it was gunfire. And so they were going to wrangle 10,000 rattlesnakes and release them on this base, this U.S. military base. It's just insane. I mean, obviously it didn't go through. Probably because the guys that came up with the plan were also being tested by MK Ultra and being fed LSD all the time. Because you got to be as high as a kite to come up with a plan like that.
Or evil.
Or stupid. That doesn't even matter. How would that... Rattlesnakes only rattle when they feel threatened. So unless you're physically standing close to them, they don't rattle.
And actually, they don't even do that anymore sometimes. Evolution.
What do you mean?
I saw this documentary the other day. They're finding now that rattlesnakes more and more are not rattling to alert like humans. They're just striking because they know when they rattle they get shot or beheaded or...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they know it's like giving off predators an alert that they're there that can kill them. So to humans, they just strike now. Like to other animals, they'll still rattle, but there's something bigger than them that can hurt them.
They're learning.
Yeah, so they're evolving. Like
oh,
in
wow.
real time, they said.
That's scary. Good morning, Jody. Queens Waves. Eileen, good morning. Eileen said privilege versus honor to serve. There's a difference. Honestly, Eileen, I don't really subject myself to language games like that. I mean, that's semantics. Privileged, honored, thankful, whatever. The idea, I think we all knew what the idea was. You don't have to agree with him at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, we're going to be nitpicky about language. To me, that's what the left does. They don't stop doing it. They're very good at it, and I've grown rather tired of it. Hey, John, good morning. Heading to Pittsburgh for work. Drive safe, my good man.
I'm Nurse Morgan at Oasis Medical in Joplin.
Eddie, Jackson was in the right by voicing his opinion. Yeah, Eddie, I listen, you can... There's a reasonable argument to be had about the content of what...
Where went wrong with threatening the docs?
Right. The content of what Jackson's comments had was not my problem. My problem was threatening to dox people for simply reporting on it.
Specifically the journalists, because you don't, like... Isn't there a law against that? Like doxing a journalist or something like that? Or anyone?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to look it up.
That was my issue with it, Eddie.
On a subtle maintenance or full facial rejuvenation, we designed it around your goals. Because confidence isn't about changing your face. It's about loving who you see in the mirror. Book your consultation online at oasissalonanddayspa.com or call 417-206-9999.
They call it controversy. I call it honesty. Hi, this is Vince Colonnese. Join me tonight at 8 right after Mark Levin on News Talk KZRG.
It's the KZRG Morning Challenge.
Your chance to win a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Tacos.
To win, be the first on the phone with the correct answer to the question, 417-782-1310, 417-782-1310. Ted, what's the question?
Today's question is a little U.S. state trivia for you. What U.S. state is nicknamed the Grand Canyon State? 417-782-1310. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Grand Canyon State? I'll give you a hint. It's the one with the Grand Canyon in it.
Duh.
It's kind of a tough
that's
one.
a big hint.
It's a pretty grand hint, if you ask me.
It's a deep one.
What U.S. state is nicknamed the Grand Canyon State? 417-782-1310. Which one is it? I'll give you another hint. The first letter of the state, it does not start with a B. Fun fact, there are no states in the Union that start with B. 417-782-1310. Which U.S. state is nicknamed the Grand Canyon State? News Talk KZRG, what is your guess?
How about Arizona?
Arizona is correct. Who do we have here?
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's your favorite radio station?
Hey, KZRG, of course.
Oh, love to hear it, Joe. Love to hear it. Now, have you been to the Grand Canyon, Joe?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
I see you.
When I was a teenager.
Okay.
Same here.
Oh, look at that. I see you survived it, Joe, and you didn't fall in. That's always good news. Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be with you in just a second, Joe, and you have just won a complimentary taco, free chips and salsa from the award-winning Ghetto Taco. Stay on the line for us here, Joe. Yeah, Arizona is nicknamed the Grand Canyon State, which is where the Grand Canyon is located. In fact, the whole of the Grand Canyon is within the borders of the state of Arizona. A little bit of a fun fact for you.
Wow.
Good morning.
Isn't it so
The
intense?
4 states news, talk, and severe weather station. KZRG, KIXQ HD2, Joplin. A free service of Zimmer Marketing. It's 8 o'clock.
Will Iran show up? I'm Dave Anthony. Fox News, that is the big question. As U.S. negotiators head to Pakistan after President Trump posted on Truth Social, no more Mr. Nice Guy. If Iran does not agree to a deal, the bombing will resume, knocking out every single power plant and bridge. Fox's Matt Finn's in Islamabad.
Security is tightening on the ground here, a so-called red zone forming around a perimeter of the area where the second round of peace talks are expected to happen. But to your point, we don't necessarily have a time and day yet for these talks. State media associated with the Iranian regime claims Iran may not send a delegation here to Islamabad as long as that U.S. blockade remains in the Strait of Hormuz.
That is after the U.S. intercepted a ship, the first one in this blockade of Iranian ports. Iran calls it armed piracy, vowing to retaliate.
CENTCOM announced that U.S. forces seized an Iranian-flagged cargo ship in the Gulf of Oman after it tried to breach the naval blockade. President Trump announced the seizure on Truth Social, saying, quote, the Iranian crew refused to listen, so our Navy ship stopped them right in their tracks by blowing a hole in the engine room. Right now, U.S. Marines have custody of the vessel.
That's Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. A mother is in critical condition in Shreveport, Louisiana, the morning after she was shot, along with her 8 children who all died. The gunman was the father of all but one of them. Police killed him after a car chase. Another woman was also critically wounded. And while we await an update from police on that, a disaster in Pennsylvania has left more kids dead.
Pennsylvania State Police say they responded to reports of a house fire Sunday night in Lamar Township, Clinton County, where 7 people were trapped inside. The house was fully engulfed when firefighters arrived, and everyone inside was killed. 34-year-old Sarah Stolzfus and her 6 children, ranging in age from 3 to 11.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal in northern Japan. That's a tsunami warning siren after a powerful earthquake off the coast, but no big waves came ashore. America's listening to Fox News.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk. KZRG heading for a high of 74. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith following sports. That'll be at 8:08. Sunshine, 50 in Neosho, 46 in Pittsburgh, 51 in Galena, 51 in Joplin. AM 1310, FM 102.9, 105.9. News Talk, KZRG. A man from Exeter found guilty on Thursday of killing a Berry County woman in 2024.
Aaron Malone of Exeter, Missouri, was found guilty of first-degree murder, abandonment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and armed criminal action in the death of Aspen Lewis. In late November 2024, deputies responded to a call at a home about Lewis's disappearance. They say it was Malone who reported her missing. They saw bloodstains in the driveway and on his truck. Malone even led the sheriff to her body, which was on a rural road. Sentencing is set for June 9. Steve Smith, News Talk KZRG.
At approximately 6:30 a.m. Saturday morning, the Vernon County Swiftwater Rescue Team, working with multiple local agencies, rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were left clinging to a tree for about an hour. The subjects were located northwest of Stottsbury in Vernon County. Both individuals were evaluated on scene by Vernon County Ambulance District personnel and did not require further medical transport. According to a Facebook post, the 2 did not drive into the water, but a vehicle breakdown and the waters rose around them. No injuries were reported. You can find more information inside the KZRG app.
Kansas City is taking the first step in building a new Royals baseball stadium. Mayor Quentin Lucas says the city manager and others will now start negotiating a lease.
I think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
Reports indicate the new stadium's projected cost just under $2 billion. The city's contribution, $6 million. The team, the county, and the state would also contribute to the project. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine 51. It is 8:04. News Talk KZRG.
The identification is complete on the body of a man found dead in a fire in McDonald County. The body of 65-year-old Robert Graham was found on the floor of his home in rural Stella. The cause of the death is now under investigation. Also, the state fire marshal is charged with investigating the cause of the fire, which was reported to the first responders around 8 a.m. on Thursday morning.
It's almost time for Joplin Spring Cleaning Day. Everyone is invited to help Joplin make a great first impression. Aaron Slifka, the Vice President of Communications at the Joplin Chamber of Commerce, tells News Talk KZRG.
The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce would like to invite the community out to join us in a spring cleanup in various areas of the community. We will be meeting at Joplin City Hall at 9:30 a.m. On Friday, May 1st. Then from there, we'll go to different areas of our community to pick up trash and debris.
To sign up, see this story at newstalkkzrg.com. Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals won their 5th straight game with a 7-5 win in 10 innings over the Astros to complete a 3-game sweep on Sunday. Mason Wynn doubled down the line to clear the bases in the 10th. St. Louis is back in action today, kicking off a 3-game road series with Miami at 5:40 this evening. You can hear that game on our sister station AM 1230 The Talker. The Royals were swept by the Yankees following a 7-0 loss on Sunday. It's the 7th straight loss for KC. Kansas City returns home for 3 games against Baltimore with the opener set for tonight at 6:40. In D2 baseball, MSSU finished off the sweep of Missouri Western State in the final home series of the series with a 12-11 win yesterday. In D2 softball, MSSU split 2 games with Central Missouri on Friday and swept Rogers State on Saturday in a doubleheader to improve to 39-7 on the season. PSU improved to 43-2 after sweeping Northeastern State in a doubleheader on Friday and UCM in a twin bill on Saturday. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news at 8:30, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunny and dry, temperatures mild through midweek. 74 today, 72 tomorrow, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Find out how to brand your business and grow your bottom line with the Zimmer Marketing Brand Camp Workshop, Tuesday, April 21st. Catered by Rockin' W Barbecue. For details, visit ZimmerMarketing.com today. Zimmer Marketing, it just works.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar. It's 50 in Neosho, 46 in Pittsburgh, 51 in Carl Junction, 51 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time 8:08.
Julie from Van Beesler Greenhouse and Feed Store talks about their return to Joplin this spring.
Good morning, everyone. A lot of people are jumping back into religion now. So that's going to end up in the next probably 15, 20 years. You're going to see a huge swing back to that side.
I don't think the revival of religion in younger people is counter to LGBTQI+. I think it's culture counter. I think it's culture counterculture. I think that kids will inevitably always do the opposite of what their parents did, and the current parental generation kind of were stepping away from religion, and the same way that their parents were super religious. And then they kind of stepped away. Now our parents are pretty atheistic, and so now kids are going back.
My parents skipped the religion.
My parents aren't religious at all.
That's what I'm saying.
And
that's the same one.
That's what I'm saying too. But
My
it's
parents were.
His were. Well, you're different. You're not a human. You're
I'm a
car.
preacher's
You're like
kid.
Cosmo Kramer. But you see what I mean, though, is that whatever the
But I'm
previous
saying
generation
my kids
did,
are gonna that's the same generation as the ones that are younger now. They're gonna be the same
well,
religion.
I would argue that your kids, well, probably technically Gen Z. You're on they're on one end of Gen Z versus the kids that are currently in high school and going into college. Your child that is 7 years old is not in the same bracket as somebody that's 18 right now. I would argue it's two different things. They might technically be in the same generation, but the same is like millennials, like old school millennials, first wave millennials versus you. Versus like millennials that are 25 right or 20, they'd be 28 right now, just turning 30. It's kind of different, right?
Well,
so I just think it's culture counterculture.
but I will say, old millennials and new millennials alike are now turning back to farming and gardening in a mass way.
Right.
That's a huge thing.
Culture counterculture. We went away from it. Now it seems exotic and different because it's now somewhat rare and niche. So we do it because it's cool.
But I'm saying the problem with the left is they push it too far to where
I think that's their
it's
strategy.
Maybe.
Their strategy, what we were talking about before we switched over, everyone, is the trans thing with the LGBT, with the left, basically. And I was saying their strategy 10 years ago, 2016, the whole gay, like just being a traditional homosexual was still somewhat controversial. Now nobody bats an eye at it. It's been completely normalized. Why? Because the left pushed the trans thing,
the gay thing
the
never
maps
cost them an
thing.
election, though.
The what?
I don't think the gay thing ever cost them an election. Like when the gay thing was getting big, they won the election with Bill Clinton. Like the trans things cost them.
Well, it did this time around, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
They
last
push too. They're pushing. What I'm saying is now they're pushing too far.
No, I think that because the gay thing before was not Bill Clinton's campaign. That was an aspect of it. But this time, that's the entire
But
left's
it wasn't
political
Kamala
identity.
Harris's campaign either. It was just that's what the left pushes.
No, I know, but right now, the far left is the entire identity of the Democratic Party.
But
Previously,
the
that
gay
wasn't
thing
the
was
case.
their like that was not
Yeah,
a
but it wasn't their whole identity.
It wasn't their whole identity. This thing, but that's what people are caring about.
Dude, the Democrats are wrapped up in far left trans stuff right now. Are you kidding? That's all they should have.
Weather. It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
8:11 is the KZRG News Time. Ted Bohorquez.
Steve Scott.
Lucas Davis.
On FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG.
Going to be sunny today with a high of 74. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 72. It's going to be partly sunny on Wednesday with a high of 73. Mostly cloudy and breezy on Thursday with a high of 77. Next chance of rain looking like Thursday night and or Friday. Keep it here on News Talk KZRG. We'll keep you up to date on that rain situation. From KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
The Joplin Youth Basketball Association, they are urgently asking you for help. They are seeking at least 4 new board members before June of this year. And if they don't get them, they will be forced to dissolve their recreational league and operate only travel teams. Now, the Joplin Youth Basketball Association, they stated that with just 4 current board members, the organization is at a critical crossroads and needs some passionate, sports-going people to come in and help out. It's for the children, quite literally. I mean, I'm sure you can remember whatever activity you grew up as a kid being signed up for, whether that was baseball or football or basketball or ice hockey, not really in this area, but some people have a little bit of that. Or maybe it was theater, as was Lucas Davis. He was a big theater kid growing up. There is also, of course, He
Yeah, I
scoffs.
was in the theater bullying the kids that were in theater.
Whether it was wrestling.
But it is actually, listen, God come back, works in a mysterious way. I married a theater teacher, and my kid is a thespian. So that's God pointing and laughing at me saying, hey, here you go. That's what you get.
And now there's going to be a little Lucas
And I have
Davis running
attended
around.
about 5 or 6 plays now in my adult life. So,
And God forbid your kid get bullied by his version of Lucas Davis.
oh yeah, that won't happen though, because I'm going to teach him how to defend himself.
Well, there you go. That's always good. But in any case, if you remember how awesome it was being a kid and playing rec sports as a kid, running around the baseball field, running around the basketball court, whatever it was, give back to that community. That zest for life, that excitement, those lifelong friends and memories that you made on those fields, in those courts. These kids in Joplin are at risk of never having that, never making those friends they carry with them for the rest of their lives, never making those memories that they look back fondly upon when they're having a hard time in life, saying, man, I wish it was just as easy as that. We don't want to lose that.
Aside from the memories in the kids, just I don't think a lot of people realize that playing youth sports develops children properly.
Big
it
time.
teaches them how to be good people to other individuals. It teaches them how to be good teammates. It teaches them how to pick other people up when they're down.
Yep.
It teaches them how to develop and be a good person in society. That's what
teaches
youth
them
sports
teamwork.
does. Exactly.
Teamwork. And the other big things, it teaches them how to lose and it teaches them how to win.
Yes. Even if they don't make a friend while playing it, they're still learning valuable lessons that they'll carry throughout the rest of their life.
Big time.
But didn't they get lost here over the last few years because they all got achievement trophies for just being
Participation
there,
trophies.
for participating?
I don't subscribe to that. I think giving a kid a participation trophy isn't going to completely undermine everything that you get out of rec sports, all of the life lessons, all of the teaching moments. It's not going to be for naught because they got a little hunk of plastic.
No, what's ruined rec sports is like travel league and stuff like that.
Because it's money.
Yeah,
money.
Because they tell parents that if you pay thousands of dollars to have your kids on these private travel ball teams from the age of 8 years old, that they're going to go play D1 college and be a pro athlete, and that doesn't happen to 3% of the kids, if that. So.
Yeah, if that, and it's a business venture at that point.
Yep.
But that's not what we're talking about here. What we are talking about is recreational sports in Joplin Youth Basketball Association. They need just 4 board members. Please help out. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about the D1 pressuring kids at a young age to get real good real fast. None of that. We're talking about good old-fashioned American b-ball. Kids running around, having a good time, forgetting their sneakers at home after their parent already drove them more than halfway to practice. Then they got to turn around. And what did the kid learn? Always remember to pack all your stuff. Have everything by the door. Those lessons are at risk for this next generation in Joplin. This isn't some grandiose, heady New York State or California. No, it's here. It's not even in the Show Me State. It's Joplin, this very city. Please help out. Now, here's the other thing that's awesome, is that if you're interested in becoming one of these board members, free to do so, and you don't even need to be good at sports. Because really, a lot of what the expertise that is required for these roles, mainly the board focuses on scheduling, registration, and organizing the programming. That's pretty much it. So if you have half a brain on organizing, and you remember a time when you were in youth sports, in rec league, and you remember all of those great moments, this next generation in Joplin is at risk of losing that. And all you need to do is become a board member of the Joplin Youth Basketball Association and just help them plan a few games. That's all it is. And it could literally change an entire generation of kids' lives in Joplin, Missouri. That's awesome. Those are real stakes. Go to news.kzrg.com for details. Something else happening in Joplin that is community-based that you might want to know about, maybe even help out with if you can. We've talked about this on the show before, but in case you forgot, here is a reminder. Joplin is going to have a lot of guests soon. A lot of them. Between the centennial on Route 66, 100-year birthday, and between the FIFA games coming to Kansas City.
If I have to tell you it's pronounced root one more time, Ted, we're going to have problems.
You better watch out. He's looking for the root cause of you saying route.
Yeah, I want to know why. What is it? Is it the Californian in you?
Listen, I better watch out.
The proper English from California.
The proper English. The big navel-gazing English that we have.
The royal we.
Oh, yes. The big road, the mother road. How about that? I'm just going to call it that. All right.
Route 66.
Between the 100-year birthday of the Mother Road and the FIFA games coming to Kansas City, which will inevitably bring people to Joplin, by the way, we now have the largest recreational bike park in the entire state. People from nations, international, are going to be coming to Joplin very soon. And what do we do when we have guests coming over to our house? We clean up a little.
I thought we just laid on the couch and drank a drink and just went, boy, it feels so good relaxing.
That's what Steve does when Mrs. Steve cleans up.
I know. It must. I was just going to say, it must be hell living in that house for that poor woman.
Awful.
Treat her as a maid.
Kind of hard to hear the TV with the vacuum going.
Honey!
Trying to watch Mr. Belvedere.
In any case, we clean up when we have guests coming over. Maybe not Steve. He's sitting there with a Coca-Cola and nothing.
Chips all over his shirt.
Chips all over, a block of cheese the size of his head, and nothing other than his boxers. That's how Steve rolls. But
how'd you know I wear boxers?
Hopefully you do. Hopefully you're not going commando these days, Steve. In any case, there is a local effort to help clean up, spruce up Joplin a little bit in anticipation of our many guests coming to town. The Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce in the city of Joplin, they are partnering and asking local businesses, local nonprofits, faith communities, individuals that want to just help out, that are passionate about representing our community well. There's going to be a cleanup day, a beautification effort happening on May 1st. They're asking you to come, hang out, clean up for 2 hours. And if you only have 10 minutes, that's fine too. It's happening on May 1st, which is a Friday, by the way. The crews will be meeting at City Hall at 9:30 on Friday, May 1st. They will be getting their marching orders, so to speak, and be given different parts of town to focus on, some high-traffic areas, so that way there's a coordinated effort, and they're targeting the worst of the worst, as Trump likes to say, in terms of cleaning up. And again, this is not a Batman, vengeance thing. When I said targeting worst of the worst, I mean the worst of the trash. Don't worry, we're not going to go cracking skulls out there, I assure you. But in any case,
I thought Ted was organizing a roundup team. We're going to go get the bums off the corners or something.
Getting a posse together.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! No, we're not doing that. We're getting a posse together to clean up actual pieces of litter, not the figurative garbage, if that's how you refer to certain, Anyway, point is...
Oh, what do you think they're doing? I don't know. They're deranged.
They're deranged. There's a little Seinfeld reference for you. In any case, if you want to help out, there is this sign-up link, and they're only doing that to help keep it organized if you want to help on this cleanup day. Also, to be honest, if you want to sign up and be organized in that way, you can go to newstalkkzrg.com, click on the link. But to be honest, I really doubt the chamber or the city is going to be that upset if you just show up day of to help out a little bit.
Hey, by the way, off that note, the bums that I was talking about, you remember last year when I gave those 6 hot dogs to that guy with the dog?
Yeah. So explain this really quickly.
So
we're up against the clock.
Last year, I was over at the Sam's Club, that little intersection there, and there's a guy with a dog there. Felt bad,
Mm-hmm.
Had a little feeling in me. God spoke, said, maybe try to do something nice with this guy. Went into Sam's Club, bought a dozen dogs for him, dozen dogs for his dog. Went and brought him over there. 2 weeks later, saw that guy walking out of Food for Less, buying a pack of cigarettes. Was a little annoyed by that. I was like, all right, well, you know what? Guy's struggling. Maybe he needs a little...
It was a little smoke break.
Going to the gas station 2 days ago, and he's playing the video poker machines in the gas station. I about called Catherine Hanaway right away.
KZRG News Time, 8:21.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hundreds of commercial tankers now stranded on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the UK, Iranian gunboats opened fire on a tanker from India over the weekend. This as the international waterway remains contested.
Number 2.
An Oklahoma high school principal stopping a 20-year-old would-be school shooter armed with a pistol in the lobby of their campus. 60-year-old Kirk Moore tackled the suspect, wrestled the gun away, and held him down until police arrived. Now, during the altercation, Moore was shot in the leg but still fought to defend the campus. Principal Moore was crowned prom king by the students on Saturday night.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
What are your thoughts on those missing 11 scientists, missing or dead? There's 11 of them that are tied to U.S. nuclear or space research. 11 scientists, either missing or dead, tied to U.S. nuclear or space research. We want to know your thinking on it. Text us at 417-782-1310. Kim Commando with technology coming up next on News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Is your ring getting too tight? Grandma's antique looking a little well-loved? At Como Jewelry, we fix it all right here in-house. From simple repairs to full heirloom restorations, our experts bring the sparkle back. And if you're dreaming up something completely original, we can custom create a one-of-a-kind piece from scratch, designed just for you. Come see us in Pittsburgh or at our shiny new Joplin store at 3401 North Rangeline. Como Jewelry, your jeweler for a lifetime, and your jewelry's best friend.
It's your third belly laugh in under 10 minutes and the perfect slice of sunshine peering through the blinds while your kids tell the story of your spouse's attempt at making puppy dog pancakes. Spoiler alert, they look a lot more like lopsided bunnies. It's sitting on your brand new deck, pausing the rivalry and chaos of Monopoly with your best friends, and hearing even the cicadas get quiet when you share the big news we're expecting again. It's core memories, unforgettable and pure joy in a home that's the perfect backdrop to carefully curate each moment. Thanks to E.L. Marshall.
Hi, I'm Jackie with E.L. Marshall Construction. We're here to create your ideal space, from custom remodels to building your dream home from the ground up. Love your location but need more room? E.L. Marshall also specializes in seamless indoor or outdoor additions. Or maybe your home just needs a refresh. E.L. Marshall can elevate your living space with timeless design and lasting value. Learn more today at elmarshallconstruction.com. E.L. Marshall, building relationships brick by brick.
Tinkles Ace Hardware, they've got what you need there. They'll make you feel welcome and help you get the job done.
Is that the smell of victory? At Hinkle's Ace Hardware, we know that every great backyard hero needs the right tools. That's why we've stocked up on the biggest names in the game, from the iconic sear of a Weber to the ceramic versatility of the Big Green Egg. Looking for that wood-fired flavor? Check out our selection of Traeger and our newest line, RecTech pellet grills. And don't forget the secret ingredient. We have a massive wall of unique spices, sauces, and rubs from brands like Bear & Burton and Meat Church that you won't find anywhere else. And here's the best part. We offer free delivery and free assembly on all grills, $3.99 and up. Shop with the experts in store at Hinkle's Ace Hardware or browse the full lineup online at acehardware.com. At Hinkle's, we build it, we bring it, you just grill it.
Neighbors helping neighbors, Hinkle's Ace Hardware Store.
From the deranged kid who threw a Molotov cocktail at the home of ChatGPT's inventor, Sam Altman, to thousands out of work because of AI, many Americans are deeply frightened by artificial intelligence. The Tennessee legislature has no idea to control it. I'll explain. I'm Kim Commando for NetSuite. AI is here and your competitors are already using it. If your revenue is over 7 figures, get their free guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. The legislature passed this bill to take effect July 1st. That makes it a Class A felony, the same as first-degree murder, to train AI to provide emotional support, act as a companion, or engage in open conversations that simulate a relationship. Let's step back. First-degree murder? Now, of course, this law will quickly be struck down as it is a direct violation of the First Amendment. Still, it illustrates the current level of fear and the old adage, no one's life, liberty, or property is safe while the legislature is in session. Get my free newsletter now at getkim.com. Every business owner I talk to asks the same question. How do I make AI work for me? Not someday, today. Sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors aren't waiting. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses. It pulls your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM into one system. When everything lives in one place, your AI knows your business. It doesn't guess. It knows. You make decisions based on the data and AI, not on your gut. You get a alerted to red flags before they turn into problems and make fast, confident decisions that move the needle. How do I know? I'm bringing NetSuite into my business right now. From software and IT services to healthcare, equipment manufacturing, financial services, and many other great American industries, NetSuite delivers a customized solution for your business. If your revenues are at least 7 figures, get NetSuite's free business guide, Demystifying AI, right now. It's free to you at netsuite.com/Kim. That's netsuite.com/Kim, netsuite.com/Kim.
Hey, Clay Travis here. Join me and Buck Sexton weekdays from 11 till 2 right here on News Talk KZRG. You can depend on it.
It's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
It's going to be sunny today. We're expecting a high of 74. Mostly clear, dark tonight, 53. Mostly sunny, bright tomorrow, 72. Partly cloudy, 55 for tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, 73 for the high with partly sunny. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, 61. Mostly cloudy and breezy on Thursday with a high of 77. Next chance of rain coming Thursday night and or Friday. Keep it here on News Talk KZRG. If anything happens as we get closer to the weather with the rain in it, we'll check with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith and let you know.
Oh, you will be the first to know. Another great way to follow along with all things weather is with the Zimmer Storm Center app. It's free to download in the App Store, gets you custom weather alerts, and gives you access to KZRG's Storm Tracker Radar, a live radar. You may not know this, but most radars, most commercially available radars for the public, are delayed by anywhere between a minute to 7 minutes, but not the KZRG Storm Tracker. It is literally live with our custom patented technology. That's how good it is.
Wow.
Totally free to download in the App Store. Check it out. Coming up after the news, there are 11 scientists that are tied to America's nuclear and space travel research, one of which was even tied to anti-gravity research. And all 11 of those scientists are either dead or missing, and nobody seems to know why. We have details for you on that coming up after the news in less than 10 minutes.
At 8:30, I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Here's what's trending on News Talk KZRG.
Trump-Iran ceasefire.
U.S. oil exports.
Canada Prime Minister on U.S. ties.
No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk KZRG. We're heading for a high of 74. Your complete forecast with KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith. Following sports, that'll be at 8:38. Sunshine, 50 in Neosho, 46 in Pittsburgh, 51 in Baxter Springs, 51 in Joplin, FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, and on your smart speaker, News Talk KZRG.
President Donald Trump is threatening to end the fragile ceasefire with Iran. Lucas Thomason knows more.
President Trump threatening Iran that if it doesn't get to Islamabad and agree to a peace deal, he will resume combat action inside Iran. The president posting his threat on Truth Social saying, quote, "We're offering a very fair and reasonable deal, and I hope they take it, because if they don't, the United States is going to knock out every single power plant and every single bridge in Iran. No more Mr. Nice Guy." And on Friday, President Trump said Iran had agreed to never close the Strait of Hormuz again. Then IRGC forces opened fire on a pair of Indian vessels, including a large oil tanker. Iran wanted the blockade to be removed before proceeding with the peace talks. Top Trump officials say, including the president, that is not going to happen.
Some members of Congress are eyeing a new strategy, trying to ban U.S. exports of oil as ship traffic in the Strait of Hormuz remains blocked by Iran, driving up energy prices. California Congressman Democrat Ro Khanna explains why he thinks America should not export oil.
Why would we be sending our oil overseas when Americans are getting fleeced at the pump? When gas has gone from $2.30 to $4, we should have our oil supply for Americans.
Iran has threatened to boycott the peace talks, even as President Trump continues to claim they are close to a deal. The last round of talks fell apart just after a few hours.
Canada's Prime Minister has delayed a speech saying Canada's economic ties to the U.S. were once a strength but are now a weakness.
Canada's Prime Minister says the U.S. has fundamentally changed its approach to trade with tariffs and that many of their former strengths based on ties to America are now weaknesses that must be corrected.
Workers in our industries most affected by U.S. tariffs, in autos, in steel, in lumber, are under threat. Businesses are holding back investments, restrained by the pall of uncertainty that's hanging over all of us. The U.S. has changed, and we must respond.
He says they will look to find new markets abroad to trade with. Earlier this year, Mark Carney visited China, and he and Chinese President Xi Jinping released a preliminary economic and trade cooperation roadmap that specifies new trade ties, tariff reductions, and investments. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
Sunshine 51, it is 8:33 News Talk, KZRG.
A man from Exeter was found guilty Thursday of killing a Barry County woman in 2024.
Aaron Malone of Exeter, Missouri, was found guilty of first-degree murder, abandonment of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and armed criminal action in the death of Aspen Lewis. In late November 2024, deputies responded to a call at a home about Lewis's disappearance. They say it was Malone who reported her missing. They saw bloodstains in the driveway and on his truck. Malone even led the sheriff to her body, which was on a rural road. Sentencing is set for June 9. Steve Smith, News Talk, KZRG.
The identification complete on the body of a man found dead in a fire in McDonald County. 65-year-old Robert Graham was found on the floor of his home in rural Stella. His cause of death now under investigation. State Fire Marshal charged with investigating the cause of the fire, which was reported to first responders around 8 on Thursday morning. If you see news, text us at 417-782-1310. Sunshine 51, it's 8:34 going on 8:35. News Talk, KZRG.
Kansas City is taking the first step in building a new Royals baseball stadium. Mayor Quinn Lucas says the city manager and others will now start a negotiation for a lease.
I think this means that downtown baseball is a reality for the future of Kansas City.
Reports indicate the new stadium's projected cost is just under $2 billion. The city's contribution will be around $6 million, with the team, the county, and the state all also contributing to the project.
A sequel scores a three-peat at the box office.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie is still orbiting at number one at the box office, blasting past the competition in its third weekend with another $35 million.
Your king has returned!
The hit film has officially gone full superstar, already this year's biggest movie with $355 million domestically and $747.5 million worldwide, and is speeding towards the $1 billion galaxy at warp speed. Project Hail Mary stayed in second place, only dropping 15% in its fifth weekend, pulling in $20.5 million. And Lee Cronin's The Mummy wraps up third place as it debuts with $13.5 million. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
Now with sports, here's Lucas Davis on News Talk, KZRG.
In MLB action, the Cardinals won their fifth straight game with a 7-5 win in 10 innings over the Astros to complete a 3-game sweep on Sunday. Mason Wynn doubled down the line to clear the bases in the 10th. St. Louis is back in action today, kicking off a 3-game road series with Miami at 5:40 this evening. You can hear that game on our sister station AM 1230 The Talker. The Royals were swept by the Yankees following a 7-0 loss on Sunday. It's a 7th straight loss for KC. Kansas City returns home for 3 games against Baltimore with the opener set for tonight at 6:40. In D2 baseball, MSSU finished off the sweep of Missouri Western State in the final home series of the series with a 12-11 win yesterday. In D2 softball, MSSU split 2 games with Central Missouri on Friday and swept Rogers State on Saturday in a doubleheader to improve to 39-7 on the season. PSU improved to 43-2 after sweeping Northeastern State in a doubleheader on Friday and UCM in a twin bill on Saturday. Sports is brought to you by Hickman Lawn and Landscape. For professional lawn and landscape solutions in Webb City and Joplin, choose the experts at Hickman Lawn and Landscape. Visit hickmanlawns.com. Lucas Davis, News Talk, KZRG.
Your news, the service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash? Liberty Tree Guns, buying guns and gun collections and paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. I'm Steve Scott.
I'm Lucas Davis.
Next news, 9 o'clock, breaking news as it happens. No one gives you more accurate weather more often than News Talk, KZRG. Now, KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
Clean sweep on the KZRG Storm Tracker radar this morning. It's sunny. It's 50 in Neosho, 46 in Pittsburgh, 51 in Webb City, 51 in Joplin. News Talk KZRG with 100 weather updates every 24 hours. KZRG News Time, 8:38.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who think they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, 6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
My name is Addison. I'm a dental hygienist for Dr. Lemus.
My name is Darian. I'm also a dental hygienist. We see patients from children to adults, patients who are anxious, patients who are excited, patients who go every 6 months, and patients who have not been in several years, patients who are afraid to be judged for what's going on in their mouth, and patients who have that confident, healthy smile.
We're a judgment-free place because I have patients come in all the time and tell me they're like, I don't want to be here. We're not here to judge them, that we're here to help them and get them back on track. And Dr. Lemus is very good about being straightforward with what's needed, and then we go to Joyce and talk with her, and she goes over the treatment plans and help them get the plan established.
I'm Dr. Lemus from Team Dental of Joplin. Welcome to the neighborhood practice for your whole family. Learn more at teamdentalofjoplin.com.
Team Dental of Joplin, your neighborhood practice for your whole family.
Your independence matters, and the right support can help you remain in the comfort of your own home. At the Independent Living Center, we believe independent living is more than a service, it's a philosophy. It's a belief that people with disabilities are the experts in their own lives and deserve choice, dignity, and control. This is where our agency-directed services can help.
Hi, I'm James Harrison, the Director of Agency-Directed Services at the Independent Living Center. With ADS, we provide trained care attendants who help with everyday tasks right in your own home. From housekeeping and meal preparation to laundry and essential shopping, we are here to make your daily life easier and more manageable. No matter what the needs are, our mission is to support your independence and honor your choices every step of the way. Call us at 417-659-8086 or visit ilcenter.org to learn more about agency-directed services.
Because independence starts with the right support. The Independent Living Center. Home is where the heart is. We'll help you stay there.
News, talk, commentary, and hard truths. All those can be heard when you tune into the Mark Levin Show every weekday from 5 to 8 on News Talk KZRG. Depend on it.
From Studio 1Z, with the latest news, commentary, and weather, it's the KZRG Morning News Watch on News Talk KZRG.
8:41 is the KZRG News Time. In less than 20 minutes, Chris Plant will be joining us at 9, Clay Travis and Buck Sexton at 11, Sean Hannity at 2, Mark Levin at 5, and KZRG's new show, The Vince Show, with Vince Colonnese coming your way every single weeknight at 8, followed by Joe Pags at 11. Ted Bohorquez.
Steve Scott.
Lucas Davis. By the way, Vince Colonnese's last name sounds like an Italian dish.
It does, actually. I'll have the Colonnese with a side of gabagoo. How's our weather today, Steve?
Cabo what?
Gabagoo, a famous Italian dish. Please, Steve.
Okay, whatever
Your
you say.
international ignorance is showing.
According to KZRG meteorologist Terry Smith, we're going to have great weather all the way through Thursday during the daytime. Sunny today, 74. Mostly sunny, 72 for tomorrow. Then it's going to be partly sunny on Wednesday with the high of 73. Now on Thursday, 77 for the high, but mostly cloudy. It's going to be breezy on Thursday. The winds are going to be just very strong, so just keep it here. We'll give you an update as we get closer to it. Then we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms starting on Thursday night and Friday. The overnight low on Thursday night is going to be around 59. The high on Friday, 71. Chance of more showers Friday night. Mostly cloudy with the overnight low down to around 52. Keep it here on News Talk KZRG. If it looks like we might get severe weather, we will definitely keep you informed. And again, right now, it is a beautiful day, lots of sunshine. I can't wait for that high of 74 today. It's going to be great.
Yeah, no kidding. There are 11 scientists that work on either nuclear or space travel science. And these 11 scientists all have one thing in common. They are either missing or suspiciously dead. And nobody seems to know why. There is a lot of scrutiny regarding this story. And at first, of course, as most things do, it started in small online circles, people connecting the dots, internet sleuths, if you will.
It's my understanding that this has been happening over a total of about 3 years.
Exactly. And people were kind of connecting dots. They were talking about it. There was some chatter online. It wasn't really a big deal. Until, of course, it became a big deal. And now it's no longer a backwater internet-only conspiracy theory. This is a major national security concern. In fact, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, he even went on record to say he thinks something sinister is happening. He said that he heard about this online and thought it was a crazy conspiracy theory dealio. Then he had his committee take a look at some of the details, the facts of the case, and now he is going on record saying he is concerned and we need to look into this. In fact, it didn't just stop there. It continued up into even higher echelons of our political system. President Donald Trump himself said that he is going to be looking into this.
After Peter Doocy asked him a question the other day.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, she took to X and she said, quote, "In light of the recent and legitimate questions about these troubling cases and President Trump's commitment to the truth, the White House is actively working with all relevant agencies and the FBI to holistically review all of the cases together and identify any potential commonalities that may exist. No stone will be unturned in this effort, and the White House will provide updates when we have them," end quote. Something is happening to America's scientists.
Interesting.
One of two things can be true in my mind. One, it legitimately is a totally crazy happenstance thing. And human beings, we are very, very good at pattern recognition, and perhaps we're being overly sensitive and finding patterns that aren't really there. Or, what I think is much more likely, there's something suspicious going on here.
Well, not all of them have died. Some of them have just disappeared.
Missing.
They went missing with leaving their cell phones and everything else at home and just went out.
Gone.
Never returned.
Never to be seen or heard from again. One of the really scary ones was there was a scientist that died in 2022, an American scientist that died in 2022 named Amy Eskridge. She was from Huntsville, or she was based out of Huntsville, Alabama. Bama. Nobody beats him. And she was doing research, apparently, on anti-gravity technology.
Wow.
The very thing that allegedly UFOs, a.k.a. UAPs, operate on. Yeah, apparently in a 2020 interview, she had said, quote, "We discovered anti-gravity and our lives went to fill in the blank. And people started sabotaging us. It's harassment, threats. It's awful. If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, they will bury you. They will burn down your house while you are sleeping in your bed, and it won't even make the news, end quote. And this woman, who allegedly discovered anti-gravity technology, or at least was working on it, died at the age of 34, apparently, to a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Though, and this is an important note, the details in that investigation were suspiciously limited.
Oh, that's kind of a coincidence, huh?
We had a comment on our Facebook page that said, has anyone seen Hillary recently? Asking for a friend. Could it be the Clinton kill squad? Or could it be that anti-gravity technology drives people mad?
Could it be somebody from a foreign government?
That's a very big possibility. Are there spies in the country offing our brightest minds? To me, more likely than any of that, our own government.
Unfortunately, that is possibly true as well, because there's a lot of people in the government that are not part of the election system and are still there. They're in the main, not mainstream government, but they're in the government that's there permanently.
The administrative class, if you will. That's exactly who we're talking about. We're talking about big military. We're talking about big Pentagon. We're talking about all of it. The military-industrial complex, to me, is what comes to mind. If we, in fact, do have anti-gravity air machines, that would put to shame, assumably, every other military in the world. We would just decimate. I could see why the Pentagon would want to keep that secret. And if you have a scientist that's 34 years old named Amy working out of Bama on the very same technology, and she's real excited about it, and she can't wait to publish her research, I could see how the Pentagon, hypothetically, in theory, maybe, perhaps, could have something to do with her death, or at least be interested in her death.
I just have a thought. I'm wondering if any of the ones that went missing that it might be still alive, if they might be part of a witness protection program.
Yeah. Do you mean the type of witness protection program that is the men in black show up to your house, put a burlap sack on your head, escort you to an underground bunker somewhere in the middle of the desert and say, you live here now and you work for us? That type of witness protection?
Well, they hold a little pin and hit the flash button, and then you don't remember anything.
Something along those lines, perhaps. So the whole thing is very askew, if you will. We now have a lot of people looking into this. Like I said, James Comer, who is the House Oversight Committee chairman, he said that he is getting his committee together, and they are going to be hosting hearings on this. They're going to be trying and finding and establishing a pattern on all of these missing scientists. Is this something we need to worry about? Or again, is this something that we humans are good at pattern recognition? Are we simply making something out of something that isn't there? I know, Lucas, we have just about 60 seconds here. What do you got?
I want to know why stories like these have to be brought to our government's attention. Like, this was basically a meme on the internet that started and then caught wildfire until Ducey asked Caroline Leavitt about it, I believe, in a press conference.
Yep.
It's weird to me that these stories have to be like, does this story ever get brought up if there's no internet? You know what I'm saying?
No,
if this
not
is
at
the
all.
80s. Like,
no.
That's what makes you wonder if stuff like this has been happening and people are just not catching on.
Yeah, which is what I love about our day and age of information sharing. Look, God, everyone loves Walter Cronkite, of course, but in Walter Cronkite's era, this would not have gotten publicity. There's no way. There is no way. It took internet sleuths and everyday citizens asking tough and uncomfortable questions that make them sound like tinfoil hat wearing lunatics to be brought to the forefront until it's revealed that it's
Peter
real.
Ducey for actually asking the question.
Honestly,
because
big
a lot
shout
of,
out.
like 10 years ago, even with the internet, that's not a question that gets asked.
They wouldn't have
Actually,
asked
he
it.
brought it up to the president.
Well, even better.
KZRG News Time, 8:51.
And now, KZRG's Big Three, buzzing by thanks to Honeybee Tax Solutions on News Talk KZRG.
Number 3.
Hundreds of commercial tankers now stranded on both sides of the Strait of Hormuz. According to the UK, Iranian gunboats opened fire on a tanker from India over the weekend. This as the international waterway remains contested.
Number
Number 2.
An Oklahoma high school principal stopped a 20-year-old would-be school shooter armed with a pistol in the lobby of their campus. 60-year-old Kirk Moore tackled the suspect, wrestling the gun away, and held him down until police arrived. Now, during the altercation, Moore was shot in the leg but still fought to defend the campus. Principal Moore was crowned prom king by the students on Saturday night.
Number 2.
Following severe weather last week that News Talk KZRG was covering, the Vernon County Swift Water Rescue Team rescued 2 individuals who had been swept away by fast-moving floodwaters and were clinging to a tree for roughly an hour.
Now, the KZRG question of the day on News Talk KZRG.
Just heard us talking about it. What are your thoughts on those missing or dead American scientists? All having to do with nuclear or space propulsion research. I want to know. Coming up in less than 10 minutes, Chris Plant. Coming to you live at 9 on FM 102.9, 105.9, AM 1310, News Talk KZRG. Following the Plant Man, of course. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton themselves at 11. Sean Hannity at 2, Mark Lupin at 5. Vince Show with Vince Colonnese at 8. And Joe Pags at 11. On News Talk KZRG.
Here is your KZRG forecast. Sunshine and comfortable temperatures, just like it should be for this time of year. And it stays like this the next couple of days. We'll get some rain toward the end of the week. Enjoy the sunshine while you can. 74 this afternoon. Temperatures at night, low 50s. Tomorrow, 72. Wednesday's dry, 73 Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Terry Smith in the KZRG Storm Center.
If you're thinking about retiring soon, be sure to tune in to Watts on Wealth with Barry Watts of the Wealth Care Corporation. It's Sunday mornings at 6 right here. Listen as Barry Watts discusses the latest trends and headlines that would impact your retirement. Make sure you're well informed before you retire. Once again, join Barry Watts of the Wealth Care Corporation every Sunday morning at 6 for Watts on Wealth. Advisory services are provided through Wealth Care Asset Management, LLC.
Just one late night cookie.
A midnight snack for you? Harmless. But termites, they believe in the 24/7 snack. They never stop eating. Not at midnight, not in the morning, not while you're at work. And by the time you notice them, termites have likely already been there for months.
Hey, it's Doug and Rory from Bugaway Pest Control. We are the area's experts on termites. Protect your biggest asset with a call to Bugaway Pest Control before those 24/7 snackers eat you out of house and home.
We're the only pest control company in the area to offer Centricon, the #1 brand in termite protection.
We also now offer financing. And of course, it comes with Doug and Rory's pest-free guarantee.
Remember, if you don't see our logo, it's a no-go.
Make sure your home or business is protected and get started on a termite inspection today at bugawaypc.com.
We do exactly what we say. We keep the bugs away.
Customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Bugaway Pest Control.
If you run a small trailer, you know how it goes. It's rarely some big dramatic breakdown. It's the little stuff that adds up. A light goes out, brakes start getting soft, a bearing makes a noise, and sure, you could deal with it later, but later turns into lost time, missed jobs, and old equipment that's limping along. That's the gap Bennett's Truck and
Good morning. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We'll talk